he thinks funny aren't funny.
Give me cocks all the time. I want cocks all over me.
The Alan Cox Show kicks ass, man.
Welcome.
Show me what you got.
You're not going to see a lot of cocks on TV.
Alan Cox from the Alan Cox Show.
I don't know what it's about you, but I can't even stand your voice.
I think you're the biggest asshole alive.
It's going to be a great show.
Let's kick it. I'll say kick it, and you'll just kick it with a tasty groove, okay? 1, 2, 3, kick it. Kick it. Come on. God damn it. Could you one time kick it? What the?
Alan Cox.
Here we go. He'll ad-lib. He'll be fine.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.
Let's see what works and what doesn't. Yeah. There we go. How's that? You guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Hey, there's that. Hey. Do I hear Poundcake? Hello. Oh, man. He's back in Studio G because he's a G. Well, this is our first show live from the brand new studios. A lot of low end in these mics, too, boy. Mm-hmm. That's all right, though. Makes me sound manly. It's going to make Mary Santora sound manly, too.
Me too, baby.
Hi, guys. Afternoon. First show from the new studios downtown, 668 Euclid. It's been a long time coming. And here we are. So there'll, I'm sure, be some hiccups. We've been here all morning. There have been engineers swarming around and double-checking things. And I've been in here trying to figure some things out, and so we'll see what happens. My name's Alan Cox. Welcome. Say hi to Bill Squire, who is now to my direct left.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are we doing here? Weird. Weird.
It does. It sounds a little.
It sounds so weird.
Everything's weird.
Everything's strange.
It's all right. It's all good. Mary Santora is right over there.
Hi, guys, from downtown Cleveland.
She is in essentially the same spot. I can still see her through the side of my monitor. Mm-hmm. Poundcake is back behind his glasses in Studio G.
I was almost in D because I'm almost dead. Literally.
Cody, what did you do?
I'll tell you what he did. We weren't even... So Bill's my video guy, so he's running around feverishly trying to make sure that all the video portions are connected properly, and because...
I'm still not sure if they are.
Well, because Poundcake's in another studio, we had to make sure that he was... There's me. That Poundcake was... Put Poundcake up there. Can we see him or no?
Yeah, we can see him. Yeah. Here he is. There he is.
Hey, there he is.
Your mic on FaceTime, by the way? Because I think I can hear you through my phone.
All right. There's something. Let me mute that.
Oh, so we're going to be staring up at him.
There you go.
I can
Up
change.
his nose?
I can move the laptop because you're on FaceTime on my phone, and then my phone is on a laptop.
Yeah,
and it's on a desk
we'll work
behind
on his
me.
camera angle.
I was going to say.
Because right now you're seeing the fact that I didn't diet over the weekend. That's literally what you're seeing right now.
So somebody holds up a sign that says, "Bring back the Coxie Awards," which would be... Mike Beater said you should have us on the air. Are you the firefighter in Kent? Oh, they can't hear us yet.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
We're not live.
They're going to be turning on speakers outside.
Oh, wow.
We're getting some audio there through the video feed. Start streaming. I'm going to click that.
There we go.
Okay.
Now it's...
And then, but as far as the broadcast portion goes, I mean, we can hear everything. And
it gets so quiet.
This is a pretty dead room here.
It really is.
So, but throughout the course of the morning, when I was kind of shuttling back and forth between, because there's no Alan Cox Show office anymore. Well, I was shuttling back and forth between kind of our open air desks back there and in here to prepare for the show.
It's so cool.
There were a number of people who were coming up to the window, and it was a fun little game for me because I was trying to tell if they, in fact, knew who I was and were saying hi, or were just some downtown denizen, saw somebody in here. So I was kind of trying to do this quick calculation in my brain of how crazy-eyed each person looked. And so I just kind of gave the fist bump, and they went on their way.
And the crazier eyed they looked, the more likely it was that they knew you, correct? Is that what you were?
No, I didn't even get that far. I was trying to do minuscule calculations along the way. But I'll tell you what happened. We weren't even on the air yet, right? And this has been, I don't know if they posted it, but I had the honor of officially switching WMMS, the signal, the entire radio station, switching it, broadcasting from our old studios to down here. Now, if you were listening, because we've got some amazing engineers here, if you were listening, it was a seamless transition. You would not even known by listening to it that it had switched. But they had set up a thing in here, and I clicked a button, and that began, because in preparation for our show. Mm-hmm. This is the first show on WMMS to be broadcasting from downtown. Right? It's exciting.
That is exciting.
Now, they didn't have enough server space for the Alan Cox Show logo. That's a little bit of a hiccup, but that's fine. We've got the Buzzard logo up on the monitors here in the new studio. We will have the Alan Cox Show logos up. Nobody cares about that, but it's just one of those, I've got a little mental list of things that I need to kind of follow up on. So it's been a lot of counting down today and making sure that everything works properly and that we can repeat these experiments as we've done them. And so Poundcake, Bill got here probably around noon.
Yeah.
Bill got here around noon. Mary got here probably, 1:15 maybe. Mm-hmm. Poundcake is here like 1:45, I think, because he's coming from his...
I got here like 1:30.
1:30. Because he's coming from his morning job.
Right.
Which is still back in Independence. So we're kind of talking back and forth here in the studio, down the line to Keith Kennedy, who's the big boss, is trying to get Poundcake set up because we have... it's a double-edged sword because the great part of the new facilities here is we have all of these satellite studios around the perimeter of this floor. And ostensibly, the way that the equipment is set up, this new equipment, is you can dial into any station in any one of these studios. So if something happened in this room, we could go to any one of these other studios, dial up MMS, and have the show on the air from one of the other studios. Poundcake, because there's no producer's booth here, is in, and we've talked about this, he's in the back in one of these perimeter studios. This guy is here. This is pre-show. This guy is here not even 15 minutes. I'm going to say he's not even here 10 minutes.
I'm saying within 5 minutes of him being here.
Within 5 minutes of him being here, I hear Poundcake just spilled his drink on the equipment.
It was not on the equipment.
Oh, what kind of drink was it? Was it pop?
No, it's water.
Still, though, it's electronics.
This is mere days after I talked about how somebody...
We talked about this yesterday.
Yesterday, somebody at my old cluster in Chicago spilled an entire drink into the... Now, Poundcake didn't spill it into the board, but he spilled it on... What did you get it on?
Nothing. It was on...
What are they going to have to dock your pay to replace?
It's going to take him 2 years.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'll just be a slave here. Like, I'll just be the guy.
But here's the silver lining. Poundcake now has a legitimate excuse why he can't pay Mary.
When he doesn't lose the weight.
When he doesn't lose the weight.
They
That's
charge him
right.
10 grand for a board.
I'm not even worried about losing the weight. I nearly had a stroke. Like,
He's also going to have a much easier time losing the weight because there's nothing cheap around here.
Oh,
so if
yeah.
he wants to eat around here,
Dude.
he's going to have to spend $25 a day. And so I think he's going to be like, nah, I'm just not eating anymore.
I was honestly thinking about that because I was grabbing lunch. I feel like I sound echoey. Or is this just what my voice sounds like?
It's brand new. We will just get acclimated to kind of these
gross.
sound different than the other ones. Because in our Oak Tree Studios, there was a hollowness to that room.
Yeah.
And this room is very much damped
I
down.
feel like I sound like auto-tuned or something.
No.
Maybe I gargly.
Sound fine to me.
Okay. Anyway, I was thinking about getting lunch because I got a pedicure this morning, and then I was like, I'll just grab lunch on the way downtown. And then I was like, oh man, no more $6 sandwiches at the cafe. Because I was thinking about that. I was like, anywhere I'm going to want to get like a soup and a salad or a sandwich or something downtown is going to be $15.
Oh, good for you.
Plus tip.
Sorry, I had to test that.
It worked. Proud to be the first recipient.
Yeah. All right, Mary.
White people problems.
No more what dollar sandwiches?
They were like $6. They were cheap at the cafe at Oak Tree.
Oh.
In
Well,
Independence.
that could be much more than that down here. Pop Ellie, you get a sandwich for $6.
I don't really like Pop.
No, I feel you. I'm just saying, like down here, there's,
Yeah.
you know.
There's a couple places, but if you wanted to get but the other thing is, double-edged sword, there's really good restaurants within walking distance. So it's like, but do I want to spend $25 on lunch, you know?
Do you? I don't know.
I didn't. I got Dave's Cosmic Subs instead.
And that didn't cost you $25?
No, it cost me like $8.
Oh, hey, that's something.
That Cosmic
Poundcake's
Subs.
not coming through on the live stream. So I don't know.
Okay.
You have to click for that.
But I can still hear you on the air, correct, Cody?
Yeah.
I think you can.
Uh-huh. Well, let me do this. Let me pick up a phone call and see if I can hear this person. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello, this is Keith in Akron.
Keith in Akron.
Yes. Who's this?
Oh, this is Adam.
Oh, hi, Adam. What are they screwing with me back there or something? Oh, I see. I see what's happening. Sorry. Hello, are you one of the guys outside the studio?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm actually not.
all right. What's up?
I just want to. Hold on. Am I the first caller for the new spot?
You are the first caller. That's right. First caller for the new spot. Now, how do you feel about that? Your name's Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. You're the very first person to call. You're the first person
Baller.
to call 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007. Okay, quickly. What's going on, man?
Just want to welcome you guys to the new studio, and I don't know if Bill knows or not, but he set the schedule for the YouTube channel for September 16th, not August 16th.
Yeah, we were troubleshooting that. Well, he didn't set it, though, because we checked it before, and it said August, and I don't know what's going on.
Something jumped on it, and so we're figuring it. It's new equipment,
but
new programs.
Adam, is it?
Yep.
All right, thank you, pal. I appreciate it. There's some devotion to accuracy.
Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Let's see if I can drop this.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Hey, there we go.
I don't know why it jumped to a month, but whatever. It's
that's
working
when the
now.
shows are going to get good.
Yeah, that's when
it
it's
was like,
gonna go
hey,
smooth.
actually start listening 30 days from now.
Yeah. These are all test shows. These aren't going out over the air, are they? Okay, listen, I've got to take a break. Oh, hey, look, it's our first break at the new studios.
What
the
a day.
first break. What a day.
He's been called a waste of space before, but now it's official. Alan Cox.
To occupy the city.
100.7 WMMS.
Oh, boy. Trying to, you get used to some of your moves. You got moves when you're in a studio like this, and I got to retrain all of my muscle memory. Things are in different places. And one thing that doesn't change, however, is we will get messages still off of the talkback button there on the iHeartRadio app. Theoretically, hold on.
Everybody relax. You all sound exactly the same. Mary sounds annoying and bitchy. Alan sounds like an elitist narcissist. And Bill still sounds like a fat ass. Bye.
Yeah, but how does Poundcake sound? He didn't mention how Poundcake sounded. I did ask them to put on my elitist narcissist processing on this voice.
I don't think I sound like... I am a fat ass. I don't sound like a fat ass.
And you know what? And that's what people appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they appreciate more than anything else.
Get things right.
Right. Let me
people
talk.
Like being mean.
What's that?
People like being mean.
And now we can hear them much more clearly with all this new equipment. Hello, who's this?
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
This is Bill in Independence. Are you going to send another copter?
No. What?
Is this Bill Wills?
Did you answer on A or B? Did you switch it over yet?
I answered on A.
You know, when you call the station, evidently Poundcake screens the call because it just goes directly on hold. No one ever talks to you.
Oh,
until you picked up the phone.
This is Bill Wills? Is it Bill Wills?
Yes.
Oh, I don't have...
I wanted to welcome you to Euclid. I want to welcome you downtown, and
I'm
Bill
sorry,
and
pal.
Mary and
That's
Poundcake.
nice.
And,
Thanks. Where are
I thought
you?
We're a team,
Where-
iHeart. I'm still in Independence. You going to send another helicopter?
Come
on.
That's
I'll bring the flag.
Yeah, Wills and I were talking midweek. I was like, it's the last chopper on a Saigon around here. I got to get some information on my screen, Cody. I'm answering people blind here. Give me some information so that I can address William Wills Esquire with the reverence he deserves. They're still stuck back there at Oak Tree.
I'm dealing with...
I just wanted to see how it sounded as a customer calling because, you're doing a great job, and it's... I don't know if you answered on A or B. Did you click the little headset thing?
I didn't. I didn't click the headset thing. I answered on A, and I don't want to. I don't want.
You paired it up. And,
that's right. I don't want to mess with anything that might cut us off. When do you come down? Thursday?
Friday. I do want cheese and I want extra pickle. If you could click on that and come through the drive. No, we'll be down there Friday. But I'm the last one. I mean, I'm just we're. I think I was the first one in that building, and I'll be the last.
Well, because I think I have seen Mike Snyder down here. I saw Carmen Angelo this morning, but I saw you when we were all here last week, kind of doing some run-throughs. Yeah. Or is it runs through? I don't know, like attorneys general?
Well,
I don't know.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the Marine Corps.
That's right.
You've heard those commercials.
Well, listen.
Look, I know you're busy.
Yeah.
I just wanted to check in. I love your show. I catch you every afternoon.
Thank you, pal.
I steal all of Squire's best bits, which, there's a couple.
There's not that many to steal, bud.
One big team. So it's good to talk to you. You sound great over the phone, by the way.
I look forward to running into you here at Suite 100, Bill.
Do you know how to hang up? You got to click on the little X. It says end call.
Oh, it says drop. I'm going to drop.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why don't you try that? Then we'll know if I drop.
All right. Hey, Bill Wills. It did drop. All right. Thank you, pal. Bill Wills,
That was
of course.
nice of him.
Hot celebrity gossip with Bill's Wills.
Yeah, Bill Wills is great. Of course, the monster morning show over there at WTAM 1100.
Love that guy.
He certainly doesn't need to be slumming with the likes of me. But, okay, so let me go to Kent. So, Poundcake, you're putting stuff up, and then when I click, I don't see it anymore? How does this work?
You hung up.
Who hung up? No. Who am I talking to now? Hello?
There's no one.
Okay, hold on. There's nobody on one?
There wasn't.
There wasn't. Okay. Now I'm on two. Who am I talking to?
Hello? Alan Cox Show.
Hello?
Is this the guy? Is this the dude outside?
No.
Okay, who's this? Hello?
This is going great. It's great radio.
We can hear us
Hello?
in the background. Yeah.
Somebody. Okay, well then let me drop that. And, okay. I don't know. What's happening back there, Cody?
He spilled his water.
I'll tell you what. He spilled his
I'm
water
telling you.
into the phone module.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm screening.
What happened?
No, nothing. I'm screening as you're trying to pick them up. So you can't see that I'm actually answering the phone while you're talking. So I'm putting information in. And I don't know if do you see it? I'm going to type something, see if you can see it in real time.
Yeah, I can. That's how I knew there was a guy named Kent on hold, who I think is the guy outside our window. I think he's one of Beater's friends.
Well,
He said no, which makes me think that they can hear us.
No,
because
they
he's
can't.
shaking his head no, that wasn't him.
No, that wasn't him, but I have, hold on.
Okay, so
there's somebody ringing now.
Yes.
Let me pick it up.
Oh.
Take his job away.
No, we're all learning. There's a lot of, all right, hold on. Can I pick up line one?
Yes, pick up line one.
Hello?
It's Caleb and Kent.
Hey, what's going on?
I hear?
Is that you?
Yeah, now we have the guy
that's
outside.
Caleb
It's
and Kent. Caleb and Kent. All right. Hey, pal.
Caleb and Kent. That's awesome.
Hey, I want to live on the scene here. This isn't related to my call, but somebody just got arrested on a traffic stop about 10 feet to the west of the window you see. So, I mean, mark that down at 2:25 on the first day. Somebody got arrested.
Arrested. Oh, this is so good.
Caleb on the streets. I like this.
I know, right?
Caleb, crime reporter.
That's the sound of the police.
I think
I
I would like it a lot more if, in the future, for anybody who might be listening, try to get arrested within the view of our street front. There's no use in having this window here if we can't be privy to all kinds of people getting arrested. Did they get curb stomped by any chance?
So I would say that they got arrested more in line with like the main door of the iHeartMedia studios. They got pulled over. The guy got pulled out, searched, handcuffed, and now he's stuffed in the back of a car. They're still there.
Wow.
Nothing crazy's happened yet, but it's happening.
Man, you'd think that maybe they would have had somebody. I mean, we are the world's largest audio company, Bill. You'd think they would have had some kind of reporter there on the scene. Just
That's what Caleb's for.
Yes. Yes, he's an affiliate, I guess, as it were.
There you go.
All right. Am I correct in hearing that you guys have been hanging outside the window for a while, or no?
Yeah, I mean, we've been drinking for a while. I'm going to be completely honest. This was we are from Kent. This is a specific trip down here just for this ceremonial occasion right now. we're hoping to maybe be able to the first one to push the fruit basket up on the window. So,
I'll tell you what.
If you see my partner in crime over here in the black T-shirt, I think he's going to do it here soon.
I was going to say, I think the trick to that is to not let anybody know that that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You just kind of let them do it.
And maybe wait for the cops to leave.
Wait for the cops to leave.
They're pretty tied up right now. I mean, I feel
Yeah, it might be a
just
good time to do it, honestly, while they're busy.
Yeah, they're a little nudity downtown when they're tied up. I don't think it's going to jam anyone up.
Right.
You can see a little bit of Caleb on the reflection on the screen behind Mary. So we'll use that as our on the street.
Very exciting. Yeah, there you go. All right. Hey, thank you, Caleb.
Hey, hate the show.
All right,
We're happy
thanks,
to be
pal.
here. We're happy you're downtown.
Thank you.
And keep up the good work.
All right, we'll
Thanks for
do.
coming
Thank you,
out.
pal.
Wait, is there more of a plan today? Oh, he's gone.
There's Caleb in Kent.
See if he's going to the game or something.
Alan, here's a text, 35192. I'm about to plaster my mushroom cap against the glass, and yes, it is red. Oh, good. Well, there's not as much, by the way, with the room much deader than the last one, not as much decay on my bell now. Listen, doesn't ring out as much as it did before.
Put it right up next to the mic.
I'm not going to blow everybody's ears out.
Okay, then give it to me, and I'll
That's
be in charge of the
a
bell.
high-frequency bell, Mary.
I'll be in charge.
Is there an over-under for the amount of butt cheeks on the window for the first show in the new studio?
I'll do it.
I don't know if it's first show because it's not like this is particularly common knowledge outside of our customers. Maybe first week. Maybe when the organic people of downtown see something new in a fishbowl, that's when it'll start.
Here's what it is. It's when events are going to be downtown. So when there's a 6-10 Guardians game and like things
There's
like
a few
that,
of those coming up end of the
That's
month.
what I mean. So when the Browns have a night game or something like that, that'll be when we start to see drunkards pulling their bodies out.
Well,
and-
even
Especially
tonight,
when they see a chick in here.
oh, right.
A foxy
right
chick.
next to the thing.
Right.
even tonight, there is a 7:00 Guardians game, and so there's going to be a huge amount. Like, there's going to be a lot more people than there normally would be on Tuesday.
Right.
Right, but maybe not overlapping the last half hour
Right,
of our show. Maybe
yeah.
that's why I was like a 6-10 game. We might catch starting around 4:30.
Right.
But we'll see.
Caleb, did you butt dial me?
They walked away.
Oh, yeah. I think he butt dialed me. Jeremy, hello.
How you doing?
Hey, pal. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. I just wanted to congratulate you guys on getting to the new studio.
Thank you. We didn't do anything.
Bill?
They built it for us. We just came down here.
Right.
Yep.
Bill, you're amazing. I hope to God you come to Alliance again sometime soon.
It'll be pretty close. That's
Mary?
not that far from the funny stop, so maybe you should come there the 2nd or 3rd.
Bill, will you be coming to Alliance anytime soon?
I don't have anything scheduled, but eventually I'll get back down there.
All right. Mary?
Alliance? No.
No. Jeremy wanted to say
Oh.
something to you.
Yes. Hi.
Well, I was wondering if you were ever going to come to Alliance because, well, I've seen quite a few of your YouTube videos and you're quite funny, and I'd love to see you as well.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you. No, I have nothing for Alliance on the books, but just follow me and we'll get something going.
We're working on some Northeast Ohio dates together, so maybe
Yeah.
we'll get something down in Alliance.
Yeah, I don't even know where Alliance is. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like south of Canton.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's just under North Alliance.
Oh, got
Yeah.
it. I'm learning how to massage the logs.
All right. Thank you, Jeremy. There's Jeremy out in Alliance. Congratulations. See, this is really so. I've got these 3 monitors in here, and I have two keyboards, 2 mouses, and one of them works for 1, and the other one works for 2. And so it's just I've got to don't forget your sign. Oh, that guy just picked up a sign.
Does he work for us?
No, he doesn't work. I don't think he does.
He had
unless
a
he's
whole-
one of the engineers or something.
He had a whole ring of keys and a lanyard.
Oh, maybe he's facilities for this building because this is a residential building above us. We're in the. We're going to have to get geotagged properly, by the way, because MMS still shows up at Oak Tree, obviously. But I was worried that I was going to just drive to Independence this morning when I was coming to work. I think first day is not the good test because you're so
excited.
excited and laser focused. And I was nervous. I won't lie to you. I didn't sleep much last night because I was nervous about starting up down
Me
here
too.
today.
I was having a lot of stress dreams.
I was too.
Dude, I've
yeah.
had crazy dreams all week. I had a boyfriend cheating on me dream. I had 2 of those. I had one overnight.
Which boyfriend?
My boyfriend, Brian. The only one that I have.
Just random boyfriend. She's having dreams.
There, be like, ha-ha!
No, I had one that we moved into a new house
Because
with.
you had that don't get fat argument.
Probably.
Yeah.
We had a housewarming party in a new house, and I was getting tired, and I went to go. He was already in bed, and I went to go lay with him, and he was like, "No, I'm just tired. Just go back to the party." And then, like, an hour later, I heard him yelling at his daughter, and he said, he's like, "I'm trying to have a threesome for the first time in 10 years. Get away from me." He was, like, mad at her.
Oh, you're
And
a
then-
real C-blocker.
And then I went into the bedroom, and he had, like, a naked chick and a naked guy in the bed. And I was like...
Oh, that kind of threesome.
Little devil threesome.
I was like, "What is this?" And he goes, "Oh, that's my ex-girlfriend, and this is her new boyfriend, and we wanted to hook up."
Eiffel
And
Tower.
he was like totally being nonchalant about it in my dream that it was like, yeah, well, I mean, I didn't want to have sex with you tonight. I wanted to hook up with them. And I was like, this is not okay. Like, I'm freaking out on him. And then I woke up for him to go to work. He woke me up to say goodbye. And then when I fell back asleep, I had another dream of him cheating on me with somebody else. He was sexting and sending out D-pics. And
Now, wouldn't it be an amazing dream if these girls in the dreams on he was cheating with were all heavy, curvy girls?
they weren't.
Oh.
This one was skinny. He goes, "Which ex-girlfriend was it?" I only know his ex-wife. That's the only one I even know of. I go, "I don't know. She had brown hair." He was like, "They all do." I was like, "I'm the only blonde you've ever been with?" He's like, "Apparently, I don't know."
Sidebar, you're a blonde?
More than a brunette.
I always think of you as having red hair.
This hair's red to you?
Don't you get your hair colored red?
I get my hair colored like a balayage, which is just essentially
That's a
highlight.
brand, not a color.
No, balayage is a type of the way that they do it. It's called like painting the hair.
Oh, I thought it was a brand.
No.
I think you see shampoos with Biolage on them all the time.
Biolage, B-A-Y-A. It's a French word.
Oh, Biolage.
Biolage.
Oh, that's very confusing for people who just want to purchase some Biolage shampoo.
Yes, I didn't even connect those two. Yeah, it's I think it translates from French to like painting the hair because that's what they do. They don't put any foils or anything. They just like paint it highlights so that way you can grow it out. Anyway, and then last night I had a dream that I went to a concert and I brought my cat with me because I've been stressed out about the cat. So I took her with me so that
That's a good way to chill her out.
chill her out. Take her to a concert. I know. I took the cat with me and
It was Guar. Cat was fine.
no, it was, I can't remember what it was, but at one point, Ludacris Stand Up, like that song came on. And
You mean Ludacris Bridges?
Sure.
Yeah.
But when that song started, my cat flipped out and like got away from me and ran toward the stage, and I went to go chase her, and then she got up on the stage on her hind paws and rapped the song.
These are amazing dreams you're having, by the way.
Ludacris's voice coming out of my cat Duchess's cat face, and
Amazing.
she was standing on her hind
Dreams
legs,
you have.
like singing.
By the way, Ludacris has completed his transition from Ludacris to Chris Bridges because, like,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson did this for a while, too. He was The Rock because that's how people knew him. And then he became Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's your middle part. When you're like, your existing fans know you, but you're trying to bring in the new ones. So you give them that transitional period. He was transitioning. And then you just go to, after you have some mega hits, Dwayne Johnson. And Ludacris was doing that for a while, too. Fast and the Furious. He was just Ludacris. And then he became Chris Ludacris Bridges. And now he's got a Netflix movie dropping with Queen Latifah end of the month. He's just Chris Bridges. Yeah, he's made that transition. So for people who know me, like I began as Captain Fun. Everybody calls me that. My whole life they've called me Captain Fun. And then midway through my career, I was Alan Captain Fun Cox. It was a lot to get on marquees and when I was doing appearances and things like that. But as you guys know me, I had fully transitioned to Alan Cox.
Which is, we know that because you are no longer fun. So we understand that.
No. I just, it's just an arrow in my quiver.
Well, I
The
learned
being fun part.
I learned last night that my cat is actually Duchess Ludacris Santora. So
There you go. That works
pretty
too.
cool dream. I was like, no way, I had no idea she was a rapper.
She is a black cat.
She's black and white.
A mixed cat.
She's a mixed cat.
I think Ludacris is mixed too, so that makes sense.
Is he really?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to make the joke work.
Okay. Alan, which caller is most likely to be one of Mary's foot customers?
I got a pedicure today.
Giving away that content for free?
Wow, dude.
Just a little flash of it on the live stream. You get a little flash.
First taste is free.
And the guy picked the color black. So if you pay for my pedicure, you get to pick the toe color.
What if you don't pay for the pedicure?
Then you don't get a say. Then I pick it. And he picked black, which I thought, it's summertime. Wouldn't have been my first go-to choice, but I actually really like the way that it looks.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like you stubbed all your toes.
At the same time.
All at once. Hey, Philip.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, what's
Love
going
the
on?
show. Hey, good show.
Thank you, sir. What's up?
Just a correction for Mary. It's balayage, and it means to sweep. And that's what you do when you highlight the hair. I'm a hairstylist.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
Balayage.
No.
There's no better time to enjoy the fall foliage.
I thought it was balayage.
So you were
Oxenfree.
right. You were right about the balayage there, buddy.
Of course
Because,
I knew
that
I
is-
was. Philip, who you talking to? Captain Fun.
She got it. She got it dead wrong.
Balayage is
That's
what
what
it's
my
called.
hairstylist told me.
Your
that it's like
hairstylist is
painting.
stupid. She doesn't even know what she's talking
Whatever.
about.
She does a great job.
She got the action correct. She got the pronunciation wrong.
She got the act correct, but not the name.
You are a hairdresser, Philip?
Yes, I am.
Do you want to give a quick plug for your salon?
I don't work in a salon at the moment. I moved from Hawaii a few months ago, and I closed my salon there.
Oh,
Now I
well,
deliver.
perfect time to move back from Hawaii, what with the Ohio being here and all that. Okay, listen, thank you, Philip. I appreciate the correction, the devotion to accuracy.
Whatever.
Balayage.
How am I doing? Everything?
How are you doing? Out of nowhere. He goes, how am I doing?
Like, hey, you guys haven't been paying attention to me.
Because no one can see him. Yeah.
He's asking if I can see all the phones and everything. Yes, I can. You're doing great, Poundcake.
Okay, just making sure.
Have you spilled any more liquids into the equipment?
No, I'm afraid to even touch it.
Have you spilled any of your own liquids into the equipment in excitement?
I got locked out of my email, but other than that, I'm fine.
All right, well, that happens every week around
No,
here.
I don't.
To me, it does. I'm constantly calling someone in support and going, hey, I got locked out of my email again. I don't know why.
So I'll just be emailing all the prizes we give away. But other than that, I think everything's going so well.
Swimmingly, you might say.
Call the Alan Cox Show.
Girls, this is your opportunity right here. A nice boy, let me tell you that.
216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
35192 if you want to send a text. We've got people kind of rapping on the window, some of them in a more official capacity than others. We had a couple people come over from, I guess the Hyatt is across the street. Is the Marble Room the restaurant in the Hyatt Hotel?
No, that's by itself.
Oh, it is. That's what I thought, but they came over, some salespeople from the Hyatt came over, dropped off a giant plate of cookies, by the way, in the kitchen that you should check out next break.
I think I will.
And I guess maybe they're the company's putting up our engineers over there or something, so they've had a bit of but they wanted to impart to me how excited they are that we're down here. Now, I assume they mean the station, not me.
No, it's you. They're like, Alan's here.
Oh,
This is gonna be
my
big for
goodness.
business.
This is huge. Now, they didn't have enough server space for hold on. See, I'm trying to do a bunch of different things, and I can't keep my mouse straight. There we go. I want to make sure that I've got Poundcake up. Are you up, Cody?
He's typing right now.
You up? Oh, okay.
What do you think he's taking a call?
Okay. I don't see anything ringing.
You're not coming through on the board.
Yeah. Live stream audio is overlapping the live show. I don't know. And I don't think people hear Poundcake on the live stream. The live stream just started over, someone said.
Just started over?
I guess. Yeah, I mean, there's bugs to work out here. We've got to, some things we're kind of putting together ourselves, and other things are, there's a way to do them. So we're figuring out this and that.
What was going on? You couldn't hear me? Or
People are saying that they can't hear you on the live stream. Now, for some of our customers, that's a good news, bad news situation. But for the purposes of the show, I want people to be able to hear you. Yeah.
Do you think that the entire time they've been gone, they've been trying to find anything phallic shaped?
Are they pre-gaming for the ball game? God, it makes me nervous.
I can see the reflection.
It makes me nervous when I see dudes on a street.
Piggybacking?
That's not piggybacking. He's sitting on his friend's shoulders.
Yeah.
I can see the reflection. I know something's going on because I can see the reflection in Bill's monitor and Bill's TV behind him. So if someone does show a fruit basket or something like that,
you're privy.
I can see a silhouette at least.
I think there's...
Somebody said it's okay now. I don't know. Maybe there's like little hiccups here and
There's
there.
also people that are probably like resetting it, but yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
Well, we're figuring things out.
We're figuring
First
things
day
out. That's right.
with
First
this new
day
equipment.
down here. There's going to be some hiccups. We appreciate your patience. Alan, how sad. You have a kitchen but no bathroom. Well, I mean, technically we didn't. Well, I was going to say we didn't have bathrooms in the last at Oak Tree
I did.
either. But we
did when we first started.
Yeah, we did for a long time. And then they renovated the bathrooms in our hallway and then closed them off because we were getting other so for a while, last year and a half, 2 years maybe, we had to go out for the bathroom. Here, yeah, we have to go out for the bathrooms because we've got a much smaller footprint here than we did out at Oak Tree. But I'll tell you what, when I was in here this morning, I was here about 8:45, and I was primarily concerned with like dumb stuff. How do I get onto the printer? Things like that I haven't had to contend with for a dozen years. And just stupid organizational things like that. But it was nice to have people walking around here.
Yeah, it's cool.
You know? Now there's a lot of people I have no idea who they are. I'm sure that they were like, people who have been with the company for a while, but because we've been on a ghost ship out in Oak Tree for a while, there's a lot of people I don't know who they are. But it'll all be fine. Guardians will play tonight. What happened last night? Did anybody go to those games last night or no?
I didn't go, but
it was
I
a double
was
header.
checking in. We won the first one, lost the second one.
Lost the second one against the Tigers. Okay. Double header yesterday. So that first one, what happened last night? 7-5. Yeah. So it was a good night for the Tigers.
It was that rookie was pitching for the first time. I think he got beat up a little bit.
Justin Verlander?
Yeah, that's the rookie.
The rookie for the Guardians.
Not that kid from the movie The Rookie? Dennis Quaid from the movie The Rookie?
Well, there's Dennis Quaid, and then there's Rookie of the Year.
Oh, Rookie of the Year.
Which was, what's his name?
Ian Mitchell Johnson? Or Dennis Quaid was in a movie called...
Scotty and Mitchell, is that it?
Possibly, sure.
What was his name in the movie? Henry Rowan-Gardner.
Danny Rookie. What was it?
Henry Rowan-Gardner.
The kid's name was Henry Rowan-Gardner, and he goes, hey, I want to pitch.
And then he broke his arm, and then the tendons healed too tight, and he
it gave him a rocket for an arm. Is that what it was?
And he hits the doctor in the face, and the doctor goes, funky butt loving, which is hysterical to this day.
When you're a kid, that's cursing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Guardians will play again. Wait, that's not right.
Tonight.
At 6:10?
No, 7:10, I thought.
This says 6:10. That can't be right.
Is that one of Ray's?
Well, no. I don't think it's Ray. I'm looking at the Guardians website, and it says 6:10. Anywho, they play tonight. There are 2 more games.
The app that I have says 7:10. Is that website set to Central Time?
I bet it is. I bet this monitor is set to Central Time. Oh, that's really going to jam me up then. This
what time
can't
does
be.
it say? Right now.
It says 2:55
Then
p.m.
it's not sent to Central Time.
Well, then why is it showing the...
I don't know.
Anywho, whatever. 7:10 tonight.
Well, for whatever reason, I think our internet routes through Chicago. I think they have
Perfect. Well, how could that ever cause us problems?
Because it's a VPN. So it's not really going through, but it's to keep things safe.
I'm bringing up
I don't know.
Guardian schedule on Google like I do every single day. And it says, okay, so 7:10 tonight here on WMMS after we're out of here tonight. And then the White Sox will come to town. Out of all the weekends for me to be out of town, I'm going to be out Friday and then the weekend. Every summer we go up north in Michigan with some friends and we rent a giant place and we all get naked and drink a lot.
And you bring a bunch of Fireball and nobody drinks it.
I did. I bought a huge bucket of airport Fireballs, and I thought that would be a lot of fun. And I'm sitting there by myself, sucking down Fireballs by myself. So I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to see what remains in the bucket because we didn't do this over COVID. We haven't done this in a couple of years. So I'm going to see, maybe nobody will remember the bucket of Fireball since they all rebuffed me with extreme
they'll
prejudice.
remember.
You think so?
They're going to be like, oh, Gwen bought her Fireball husband again.
Alan Fireball Cox. Eventually, you just
Captain
be known
Fireball.
as Fireball.
Just right, to go the other way.
I don't know why, but whenever I see someone bringing like a bottle of Fireball to a party, it might be weird, but I'm like, you're really immature. Like Fireball, I just feel like it's like a college drink or like.
Well, I did it because I thought it was funny, and apparently nobody found it as humorous as I did.
Maybe you're too old. They're like, oh man, this guy's stuck 10 years ago. He thinks Fireball's cool.
We're all we're not all the same age. I'm the oldest person there.
That's what I mean.
They're all friends of my wife, so they're like 10 years behind me, but they're all married with kids. We're all in the same like part of life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an old dad.
Your Papaw Fireball.
I mean, I did take shots of Fireball.
Fireball. Hey, Peepaw Fireball showed up, everybody. Come out to the... he's got his bucket and everything. Say what, Cody?
I said I did get drunk off of fire. I took like 2 shots of Fireball this past weekend when I was on my bender at Twist. Yeah.
So what constitutes a bender? Because I think of a bender as spanning multiple days.
He doesn't know what a bender is.
I know.
Mary Santora will tell you what a bender is. I mean, even for people who go on benders, I bet Mary had some friggin' benders.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. And I understand what a bender is. That's the closest thing I've ever come to having a bender. Like, I was like, I woke up in the morning. I'm like, I want to drink. Today, I'm getting drunk. I don't care what I have to do to get drunk. I don't care
what precipitated that? What put you in that frame of mind?
Because I looked at the date and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be
old and crusty.
I was like, I'm going to be 30 in less than a month. So
he's chasing it.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Okay, but Cody, a bender is not starting
It's
drinking
like-
in the afternoon.
It's like weeks, and then you drink crazy for a couple days, maybe a couple months, then you stop, and then you're like, I get the itch, I get the urge again, and then you drink again. I know what a bender is. I have alcoholics in my family.
You didn't describe it correctly.
Okay, what is a bender?
A bender is when you don't stop drinking for multiple days or however long it takes on end. Where like you wake up in the morning, you start drinking until you either black out or pass out, and then you wake up and you do the next thing for multiple days in a row. So getting drunk one night is not a bender.
I know, I said that's the closest thing I've had to a bender. But I just wanted to call it a bender because I'm being dramatic.
Not you. Dramatic?
Don't be mean to me.
Listen.
Mary, he's fresh off a bender. Okay.
Yeah, he's still hungover from his
Why do you think he
3-hour
spilled
bender.
his drink immediately upon getting to work?
Don't be mean to him.
All messed
If you've
up.
never woken up and drank a warm beer on your nightstand from the night before, you're not on a bender.
Dude,
that's what I will say.
The grossest thing I've seen when we were in college was there was a leftover beer in the shower because for whatever reason, college guys love beer shower beers. And there was a leftover one that was like half full. And I didn't know if it was like shower water or actual beer. One of my roommates drank it and it was warm and he was like, oh no, there's half beer.
It was mostly beer.
Yeah.
It was mostly beer. It was fine. I was like, ugh. So it's room temperature and you don't know whose it is. And it was in the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got, you guys got me hip to shower beers.
Shower beers are great.
It's a really good pregame.
I was not aware of that.
In my younger days, when I used to go to like the 18 and over gay clubs, there was a guy there that I thought was cute and he had a beer and I was like, ugh, I just never had the taste for beer. He's like, don't worry, you're not old enough yet. He was like, but when you get older, you'll have a taste for beer. And I can tolerate it now. I won't throw it up. I can get drunk off of it, but it's not my preference by any means, ever.
You won't throw it up.
Before, if I had a beer, I'm like, ugh, this is cold pee. But now I'm like, oh, okay, it's okay.
I was a craft beer drinker for a long time, but honestly, only because they were so high in alcohol. I was just trying to get drunk. But there's a non-alcoholic brewery called Athletic Brewing Company, and they make really good NA beers.
For athletes.
For athletes, obviously. No, but it's athletic. They're only like 70 calories. They're all light beers or whatever. And I had one of their Oktoberfest beers the other night, which was so good. Because I never really drank beer because I enjoyed the taste of it. I just wanted to get drunk. But this, I was like, I can have one little can of this NA beer, enjoy the fall flavors, and then be done. And it felt nice. So maybe try that, Cody. Find something that you like that does taste good, not just a Miller Lite or something.
He can't go on a bender.
That's true.
No, I do have beer that like I can actually enjoy now, like a Corona. That for whatever reason that scratches me where I itch. I can
Corona's dynamite.
I can lay on the beach and have it. I feel very I don't know, festive.
You can go anywhere in the world and they'll have a Corona on the menu.
Yeah, I can go on a cruise ship. I can go on vacation. I can just be here in Cleveland and I can have a Corona and I'll be fine.
Okay, sounds like Poundcake's working on the live stream now.
There was a button that I think I needed to push. I didn't have the offline button hit.
Okay.
And just to see if it would work, I hit the offline button, and I think that's what did it. Because, because now people are saying, now we can hear him. Please turn him back off. And that is unfair, right? I do like how they market those non-alcoholic beers, though, because they're like, now finally a beer you could drink before you go on your marathon.
Is that how they market it?
Yes, the low-cal beers are always like, guys lifting weights, and then they're on the treadmill, and then they're meeting some pals afterwards.
Well, yeah, because if you drink like stouts, those beers can have like 400, 500 calories in one beer.
Understood.
So depending on what you're
I'm just
drinking.
saying the marathoner's probably drinking water.
Well,
Probably
yeah,
not.
probably.
Poundcake's the one on the treadmill.
Maybe a
Treadmill, sorry.
a gel fuel pack or something.
Yeah. You guys know who Dean Karnazes is? I've mentioned him before, but he's an old school ultra marathoner. I think that he might be the guy who coined ultra marathoning. This is a guy who he's written books on it and whatever. And he posted to his Instagram that his face is all bloody. And he had just been, he goes, I'm out here on a 150-mile run, which is what he does like on the regular. He's one of these guys that does like a marathon a day, that kind of thing, right? And he got attacked by a coyote out in the middle of his run. So his face is all bloody. And when these guys do these big, long runs, they have these poles with them, you know, like you're a cross-country skier almost. They have these poles to help steady themselves when they really get into the S word for poop out there, you know, at like mile 110 or something. And so he was able to beat this coyote off.
Yeah, he did.
That's how
and
he
now
got
the coyote won't stop following him around.
That's how he got it calmed down, right? He beat off a coyote right out there in the sagebrush.
That's how you assert your dominance.
That's
come here, coyote, a little red rocket, and then all of a sudden you're the alpha.
Yeah. I hope that was blood
Also,
on his face.
The talkback is when you like preview stuff. That's going over the live stream, just so you know.
What? Oh, it is really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we got to fix that.
Yeah.
Because,
Talk.
I need to be able to cue things in my headphones very frequently.
Right.
So anyway, Dean Karnazes, for people who still follow that guy, was back in the news because he got attacked by a coyote. Or did he? Here you are, decades into
was it
this.
just a scorned lover?
Can you imagine a guy's on a 150-mile run and a scorned lover posts up and waits for him at like somehow they know the route, waits for him at like mile 86. You never see it coming at that point. You know, you're kind of in your Zen thing. They always talk about a runner's high. I used to run. I never got a runner's high. I just couldn't wait until the running was over, right? But some people swear by a runner's high. I'm sure it's a thing for some people.
It's just your heartbeat's raised. Like, it's not like you have a higher heart rate.
No, it's something about the oxygen in your brain and all that kind of stuff. My
brain
girlfriend
doesn't even use oxygen.
My girlfriend runs all the time, and she's like, when you hit like mile 5 or 6, you just really get into this euphoric zone. And I'm like, what are you even saying?
Well, I've never run that far.
Right.
So
some people do, but you know.
I think the most I've run without stopping is 3 miles.
I think I've done 2 is my max.
The most you've ever run is 2 miles?
Yeah, dude, I don't run.
Really?
I'm very bad at it. The year my dad died, instead of going to therapy, I was like, I'll just start running. And that was like the most consistently and the furthest I had ever run. And I had to work my way up to 2 miles without stopping over the course of like 2 or 3 months. It took me. I am not a runner.
I thought you did that St. Patty's Day 5K with me and Doogie.
I did, but we didn't run the whole time. Me and Duji, you took off because me and Duji were taking too long.
Oh,
because we
right.
kept taking breaks.
Just like Alan. That's why I don't
He
do
did.
it.
He caught because they put like little clocks along the path,
I
and
thought
he
we were going to run. I didn't think we were going to walk.
Well, we did run for a while, and then we took a break, and you caught the time, and we were like 14 minutes in, and you're like, all right, I'm not doing this, and then you just took off, and me and
Yeah.
Duji just kept walking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
All
we
right.
didn't run the whole time. I mean, I've done a half marathon, but it was running and walking.
Some years ago, Gwen did a 25K for charity. One of her best friends got breast cancer, and there was this big 25K to raise money for breast cancer research. And so Gwen trained and did a 25K. And I was very proud of her.
Too many
it's
K.
not easy. Too many K.
Mhm.
But I was like, do you get the runner's high? She's like, hell no, I didn't get the runner's high. Never going to do that again. I've never done a 25K.
I didn't do a half marathon. I did a 10K, which I don't know how many mile difference.
About 6
that
miles. 10K, I think, is like 6 miles.
Okay.
6-7 miles.
Yeah,
I think.
because
5K is 3. Yeah.
So I'm just multiplying 5 by 2.
Look
and
at
then
you,
I'm
math genius.
and then
New
I'm-
studio, new math skills.
Hey, wow.
and then I'm multiplying. Mike from Parma points out, of course, Dean Carnazes got attacked by a coyote. He's a road runner. Mike from Parma also. Mike was also. He never misses when he swings. He was also the first to point out that Oak Tree is now a Spirit Halloween on Twitter.
Yes.
So I appreciate that. For all of your Halloween needs, there are other people in that building, of course, but we won't be running into them anymore. It was weird to leave last night because I'm removing the, I think Corey Roddick was still there this morning running the Rover show. But, and I hope I didn't jam him up because I took out all the boom arms.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like floppy
He
microphones.
said, I guess this is my last broadcast. I have no mic.
Ah, man,
He
I think
posted
I
that.
screwed him. Yeah, I'm sorry. I saw that.
I had like a moment as I was leaving where I'm driving away, and it was like basically out of a TV show where I'm thinking about like the first day that I was on the show and like some of those big moments that we had when we used to do the like sketches and stuff. And like, I mean, you were there for 12 years. I was there for almost 10.
Yeah, a long time.
It's a lot of my life.
Yeah.
And so it's really crazy to think of like all the different things and iterations of the show and events and staff that happened in that building.
Right.
Corey Roddick is in his fields, though. He has been there a long time. He is, if anyone is the face of this radio station, it's Corey Roddick.
Brian, my boyfriend,
You have a
yesterday,
boyfriend?
I have a boyfriend. One boyfriend, just to clarify. Yesterday, he asked me, he was like, last day in the studios, how you feeling? Like, are you going to cry on air? And I was like, no, I've only been here for a few years. I mean, I started filling in consistently in 2018. I didn't get actually hired until 2020.
And you've notably, by the way, not cried in a while.
Because I'm going to therapy and on medication.
Okay.
Duh.
No, that's fine. That's good. I'm just saying that,
Yeah.
like, you bringing it up, I go, oh, yeah, she hasn't cried. It's
been a while
Because it
since
used to
I've
be,
cried on the air.
it used to be Tears
Every
Day.
Tuesday.
We used to do Tears Day here on the show for a while.
Yeah, now we're doing Perez Bilton.
Yeah, instead, yeah. That makes other people cry, but for different reasons.
Right.
Crying, laughing. They're
there you
crying because they're laughing so hard.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's the best kind of crying.
What is?
Crying because you're laughing.
But you don't cry, but you tear up from laughing. You
Yeah,
don't
it's
cry
just like
from
your
laughing.
eyes
Yeah.
just leak.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it. They're crying.
Yeah, right. Honey, it's just not going to work out. That's when they cry laughing. Mary, I'm the same way. Somebody says, I can't even get a 5K under 30 minutes without puking.
Dude, I am my cardio. And the thing is that my preferred type of exercise is high intensity interval training, HIIT workouts, which is a lot of cardio, but you get a break every minute. So you go as hard as you can for 1 minute and then you take a break for a minute. And then, so I like that. And I can do that for 45 minutes straight.
Yeah, but is that how you guys did the 5K? Did you run and then walk and then run and then walk?
Yes.
Oh.
But if you try to make me run consistently, I can only last a couple minutes.
Really?
Yeah. I just don't have that type of stamina. Huh. I had asthma as a kid.
I can also only last a couple minutes. But
Yeah.
different things. Laughing 'cause it's so hard to cry.
Do you know what he means, Mary?
It's a sex joke.
He's talking about his sexual prowess or lack thereof.
Yeah, I know.
You know what sex is?
I've never heard of it.
Okay.
That's the thing.
It's pretty fun.
Is it good? Should I try it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do not. No, it makes babies.
Oh, well, then no.
Don't try it. I don't think you want anything to do with it.
And it all slides around and it mushes out and nothing stays where it's supposed to stay.
Fully intending to claim the title, Mistake by the Lake, for ourselves.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
35192, want to send a text? I will have another trip to Vegas for you at 5 o'clock. Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is happening mid-September. What is it? This 23rd and 24th, I think. 23rd and 24th, maybe. At the T-Mobile Arena. It's the Black Keys, provided that all this Michelle Branch Michigas doesn't screw anything up. Pat Benatar, and a bunch of other people. If you were to walk by our new studios down here, they have like a triptych of video screens there in the lobby. It's actually probably 4 of them, big screens. And it's kind of it's like a big sizzle reel for everything that iHeart does. The festivals and the concerts. And if you see a rock artist on it, tell me. Because I get a prize if I spot one. Nevertheless, it's you and a pal in Vegas on us. And not only do we get you out there and put you up and get you tickets for the whole shebang, we'll throw you $1,000 to boot. So 5 o'clock is when you get that keyword here on this show. Guardians play tonight. They're 1 up, 1 down so far with the Tigers. Playing Detroit here at home. 7:10 is your first pitch tonight, and then they'll finish that series tomorrow. Today's Tuesday, correct?
It is
Today is Tuesday. I don't know why I'm automatically further into the week. This is the first show downtown here. And did you guys go out and get a picture with Caleb?
We did.
All right.
Yeah, very sweet of him to come down. It was cool.
Caleb is a regular caller to the show. He never disappoints. I think that's fair to say. He's always got something good. He gets to the point.
Usually a podcast listener, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
right?
because he'll leave us voicemails on the after hours line, which is still available to you, by the way. On the you can still use the after hours line, which is 216-986-8903. I might actually have a couple. Let me see. Let me try to get a after hours line call here.
Hey, gang. It's Mike from Wadsworth. Little devotion to accuracy here. Last week, Bill called Deshaun Watson a misogynist, and I dug a little deeper, and it turns out that, in fact, all of Deshaun Watson's victims were misogynists. They went to misogyny school and made a career out of misogynizing people. So anyway, I got to go because my plumber is on the way over to fix my pipes. I'm going, bye.
Did you see what he did there, Bill?
Yeah.
He was saying that those are misogyny therapists. Plumbist.
I believe I call him a massage enthusiast. I don't know if I call him a misogynist, but
is that what it is? A massage enthusiast.
I mean, he seems pretty into him, or at least he was.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you what. It's too much of a good thing. Because if you're that guy, you go, I can never get that again. All eyes, if I can borrow a quote from the great late Tupac Shakur, all eyes on me. Everybody is paying attention to what this guy's doing. He can't leave his house. That's the irony of all this, is he's going to have people come to his house through the back door. I mean, the kind of money he's making, he could get himself an El Chapo type tunnel, right, that goes underneath his house. Is this a guy who you think will buy a house in Cleveland?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't
you think so?
Yeah,
because not everybody wants to live in Cleveland. You have that kind of money.
But
you
have
can
that
live
kind of money,
anywhere
you, can buy
you want.
A couple houses.
No, you could. Will he? I'm not saying is he wary about spending the money. Will he buy one here? I mean, Ty Lue used to live up the street from me.
Yeah, I think he'll probably buy.
You think he'll buy one? Now,
the
where
Street
do you,
Fighter character, Ty Lue?
You're thinking of Sub-Zero,
No,
who was the
not
assistant
Sub-Zero.
coach of the Cavaliers.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, my goodness. What did you say?
Who's the chick? The Street Fighter chick.
Bridget,
Ryu.
Pete Sampras's wife.
Ryu is the boy.
Ryu's a boy. You're thinking of Chun-Li.
That's her name?
No, that's
With a kick.
I had that for lunch across the street.
Yeah. I was always the girl. I think she wore white or maybe
course you
yellow. And her specialty was like a really fast kick.
I can remember Chun-Li. That's
I don't
'cause
remember.
They made a Street Fighter movie, The Legend of Chun-Li, I believe.
Oh,
was,
well.
Yeah. That was more of a Mortal Kombat.
Maybe I'm thinking of Mortal Kombat.
I think you
Who's
are
the girl
thinking of
in
Mortal
that?
Kombat.
Sonya?
Pete Sampras's wife.
Sonya Blade.
No. No, that's not it.
You know, it's hard to
What's
zero
the one
in.
where you can uppercut someone into the next level? That's Street Fighter.
Donkey
That's like
Kong.
all of them.
No, that's Street Fighter.
At one point, it was like all of them. I think that was also because I know you could do that.
You were like
could
in
do
the
that
subway
in
level and you
Mortal
uppercutted
Kombat.
him into the street level. Get over here.
That's Mortal Kombat.
Okay, maybe I am
Mortal
thinking
Kombat
of
is what you're
Mortal
thinking.
Kombat.
What game did you initially say?
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
Is that the
was
one where you
that was the
pick-
Raul Julia movie.
You pick the guy
And Jean-Claude Van Damme.
and they're all over the world at the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No, it's actually
What? Go ahead, finish it.
what's Sugar Ray? It's all around the world.
Finally got it. Yeah. Finally got it.
Yeah.
That's okay. Alan, congratulations on the move. I can't wait to hear about the first person who puts their sack on your window. I hope it's not a bad omen that you share your studio move-in date with both Elvis and Aretha Franklin's death dates. Elvis and Aretha Franklin's death
I didn't know
dates.
they shared a death date.
Aretha and Elvis? I mean, they shared a couple of sandwiches. Why not a death date?
When we kiss, my heart's on fire.
Anybody see that Elvis movie? Tom Hanks in it?
No.
Austin Butler was the guy who played.
I heard it was good from some people. I think Grandma saw it and she liked it.
That sounds like a grandma movie.
Yeah.
Like she's gonna go see the Elvis movie.
Like you have to see that if you're a grandma.
I'd like to see Tom Hanks in a fat suit.
It was cast right. I don't think Austin Butler would have been was the best pick for that.
There were a lot of big names that went out for that, and
including
they picked
Harry
him.
Styles.
Well, okay,
But I don't think he was great either.
You don't think Harry Styles was great?
I don't think he would have been a great pick either. No.
Who do you think would have made a good Elvis? Don't say Will Smith.
Oh, please. I can't remember the last Will Smith movie I watched.
Bad Boys for Life?
No. Maybe Kellen Quinn would make a good Elvis.
Who?
Kellen Quinn.
Kellen Quinn? Who is that?
He is from Black Veil Brides.
Oh, God. You mean the band I just gave away tickets to?
Correct.
Wait, why? Because he's already a singer, or?
Yeah, and he has dark hair. So
I mean,
a singer with dark hair.
If only they had made this movie 20 years ago, you could have cast Rob Schneider.
Right. Deuce Bigelow, Vegas Gigolo. He could have played Elvis Presley. All right.
I mean, he played Tiny Elvis in a sketch.
Hey, man, it's Tiny Elvis. Hey. Tiny Elvis. Right. Hey, Snoop Dogg, by the way, has got, he's dropping something new on the market for anybody who cares at all about what he's doing. Hold on.
I just watched an awful movie with him in it.
With who, Snoop?
Yeah.
How dare you?
What was it called?
Day
Bones?
Shift.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh, was that the one?
Oh,
with
God, the Jamie Foxx
It's got-
one?
yeah, it's Jamie Foxx, Snoop
the
Dogg.
vampires.
Who's the? He's cute.
Dave Franco.
Yes.
He's cute.
I mean,
the fact that you got that.
He's cute.
I knew he was in it, but
Okay.
also he is very
so
cute.
You know.
Bill's like,
I think he's way cuter than his brother.
They have different vibes. James and Dave Franco have different vibes.
But cuteness wise,
They have different cuteness.
I think James has more like of the traditional handsome, and Dave is a much more baby faced,
Yeah.
cute boy. He's
Did you watch?
clean cut.
Did you watch the After Party? That was a funny series. It had Dave Franco on it.
No, but the that Day Shift is like Jamie Foxx's family is going to move to a new state, so he has to kill vampires and sell their teeth.
I heard it's a real turd.
It's not great.
Because the articles are all like, Jamie Foxx won an Oscar. What's going on? It's like, well, he's still a working actor. I mean, winning an Oscar is lassoing an asteroid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
There's only so many blind musicians he can play.
Right?
If only he had gotten that Elvis audition. He got 2 callbacks for it.
But Snoop plays like his buddy who...
Of course he
Jamie
does.
Foxx has been blackballed from the vampire
Good
killing.
pun.
The vampires are the ones with the fangs, right?
You're
Not
thinking
know what
werewolves.
Not zombies.
Werewolves
No,
also have
vampires.
fangs.
Vampires.
Vampires have fangs, among other things. They're immortal.
Yes.
Of course, they can be killed by a stake to the heart.
So there's
It's killing me too.
there's like a vampire different. There's like a vampire union that Jamie Foxx has been fired from, and Snoop Dogg is his guy who like vouches to get him back in.
Like, this is a world where like vampires are a part of life.
Yes,
it's
vampires exist.
There's
People
no big
know.
reveal.
Right. But killing, there's like an underground market for killing them and selling their fangs and stuff.
Wasn't Snoop a vampire in another movie? It was like Tales from the Hood or something like that.
I don't know.
There was a horror movie with Snoop, and he was a vampire.
That's what I was talking about. It's called Bones.
Bones.
He has
right.
he has the perfect perm. He has like Michael Jackson court hair. Like that's literally what you got. He has a hat on. He has a perm all the way down, and it's called Bones. And it's the most. It's awful, but it's so
Is it Bonez?
I think so, yeah. But it's so bad, it's good. He has like this big mansion in Compton, and then like it's haunted because they had a murder there and covered it up, and he haunts this mansion because his bones are still there.
Well, Snoop launched a cereal because why not?
Weed flavored?
Snoop Loops
Oh.
with a Z. Now the box. I mean, listen. When you think Snoop, when you think Calvin Broadus, you think delicious multigrain cereal. So it was only a matter of time before he dropped one. But Snoop Loops, Z.
With a Z.
With a Z.
Gotta make sure everybody knows it's with a Z.
What part of the word is the Z on?
It is in place of the second O in Snoop.
Oh.
So it's Snows Loops. I mispronounced it. Snows Loops is what it is. No, instead of the S on Loops, Mary,
Oh.
they're trying Snoop Loops
I get it.
with a Z. And it's his new cereal. So for people who want... Now, here's what I don't understand. On the box, and this is probably one of these like limited things where you got to go... It's probably not in stores. You got to get online and buy, like the ketchup and mustard Doritos. You hear about that?
Ew,
They sold out immediately. Oh, I'm no dummy. I went to the website to try to buy them. They were sold out like immediately. You had to get them online.
You want to just try that for the fun of it?
A bag
I
of
would try it,
ketchup
but I'm not gonna
Doritos,
buy it and
bag
eat
of
it.
mustard Doritos. I know you say F mustard.
Speaking of which, did mustard win the second race? Did we ever get an update on that?
I don't think do they race both games in a doubleheader?
I don't see why not.
That was a dumb question, wasn't it?
It's one race. The players can play 2 games, but the hot dogs can't run 2 races.
Wow.
I don't know if mustard won.
Are the Snoop Loops, what flavor are they?
They're Snoop flavored.
Cannabis?
No. The marketing in this is awful. More corn, more flavor, and more marshmallows.
Then what?
That's my question. That's one of those marketing things they go, now more than what? It's a relative term. More is a relative term.
Nope. There's a Twitter account. Did mustard win? Nope.
Nope. Hold on. Hey, Poundcake.
Yes, sir.
Why are okay. How long has Woody been on hold?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Well, somehow my phone switched to WTAM.
I didn't do that.
And I just noticed that. Bill, I keep a lookout for it.
Oh.
Hey, Woody.
Ellen.
All right, pal.
I'm good, brother. Congratulations on the new gigs, my friend.
Thank you. Woody had a birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Mary Lynn. I turned 54 years of age yesterday, and as of today, I've got 364 days to go before I retire from roofing.
Yep. Hey, well, that's exciting. If you were to put, and when we were doing Alan Cox Show bar crawls, and I hope that sometime again we will, Woody was always, you'd always see Woody. And so there are a number of occasions where he and I have photos together. Happy to have him. Woody's a great guy. But if you were to look at that photo and say, these two men are only 3 years apart, You'd probably you'd be shocked.
Well, I have to say something about me spending the last 33 years of my life out in the sun.
Oh, everybody's got excuses.
But Woody has also lived the kind of life that some people only dream of, too.
Let's probably leave that out of it. But
just use some lotion. Maybe if you moisturize the way that Alan does.
That's right. Don't sleep on the Pond's cold cream overnight, Woody.
Yeah, you guys were talking about benders earlier. I don't know if you want to get into that conversation with me right now, because I'm just driving home from work. I just got out of a long day in the mine, and Poundcake was talking about his 2.5 hour bender.
Yeah,
and I've got a bender story for you if you care to listen. Probably not.
Yeah, bring it in under 10 minutes, though. Okay.
Okay, it'll go to 3.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, what a bender is when you work all day on a Friday, and you go straight to happy hour, and then you drink all night, and then you wake up in your kitchen floor with the refrigerator door open with one of your work boots on, and you wake up and look at your watch and it's 7 o'clock, so you freak out thinking you're late for work. And you can't find your other work boots, so you get your secondary work boots on and fly out of your house and jump into your truck. And then you realize that it's 7 o'clock in the evening, and you just go out and celebrate the fact that you don't have to work that day and just keep on drinking the rest of the weekend. That's a bender.
I think secondary work boots played porch rocker, didn't they? It was very exciting to see those guys. Listen, I think of benders as a multi-day affair. I guess it varies for everybody, but I think of them in terms of like, I woke up on Wednesday and hadn't seen any family or friends since I started drinking on Sunday.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the case. It started on Friday, and then you spent the rest of the weekend talking about how funny the story was that you thought you were late for work on Friday night, and so Sunday afternoon you're still talking about the story drinking before you have to work on Monday.
Yeah. And you've lived to tell the tale, Woody. Lo, these 54 years.
54, century and some change. A half century and some change.
I was like, wow.
Maybe Woody's a vampire and he didn't want to tell us. Okay.
I'll come down there. I'm going to peek through your window one of these days.
All right. Thank you, pal.
Alan, that explains so much that your phones were on TAM because there was people on hold for like 20 minutes. I should have asked to see if you could see them, but I figured you were just waiting for the right time to pick them up, and then they just hung up.
Well, I'm sorry to those people. My screen for some reason switched over to WTAM phones. They have arrested 2 32-year-olds, by the way, before we go to break, and I want to give them a laurel and a hearty handshake. I want to give them a high five or a fist bump or whatever's appropriate. 2 32-year-olds, old enough to know better, who were banging on the Cedar Point Ferris wheel.
Nice.
Yeah. Witnesses. It's always witnesses. Why don't you nosy Nellies stick to your own business, right? You don't think there's all kinds of weird stuff going on at any given time at Cedar Point? Open up one of them dorm doors.
Are you guys into doing it in public?
I'm not. But I think there's nothing wrong with it. A lot of people are. It's just not my vibe.
I like it.
But these two were engaging in the sexual act around 7:15 p.m. on Sunday night.
I don't hate it. Where's the place that you've done it, like the most conspicuous?
Oh, in a green room.
It's not that public, though.
I mean, it's not private.
The showroom's better.
Oh, you mean I thought you meant in full view.
No, not in full view.
By public, you mean outside your house.
I've done it, yeah. I've done it in, like, the woods.
I've gotten a...
Oh, who hasn't done that?
As Poundcake. I've had someone sign my document in the back of a comedy club.
While the show's going on?
That's not a big deal.
While the show's going on, not while his show is going
to
on.
Go on stage.
Oh, right. Before? Wow.
Like the show was happening.
That's crazy.
There's other comics on, and then I was like,
see, that's too risque for me. I'm like a
Did it throw your rhythm off because you would occasionally laugh with the other comic?
So relaxed.
I had a friend, instead of taxi cab cab confessions. It was like Uber confessions because he was hooking up in the back of an Uber with the Uber guy watching. I said,
This was you?
No, not me.
Wasn't taxi code confessions?
But no, that was risky. But luckily, the Uber driver was into it.
Oh, my boyfriend and I were on like a hike one time, and he was like getting all handsy, and I was like, listen, not here. If we're out of state, I'd be more willing to do this, but the last thing I need is someone to snap a picture or something and I lose my job. Right? Yeah, I was like, that's the last thing I need is to get caught, and then I don't have a job anymore. And so
checking the inside of your windshield for footprints.
Whenever we're out of state, he's always like, hey, we're in Tennessee.
We're across state lines, babe. What better way to welcome you to Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these two got people blowing them up.
So that's what the Michigan.org stands for.
Mm-hmm.
We go on, and it was going well until we stopped at the top, one witness said. My friend saw the couple in front of us having sexual intercourse and tried to alert the staff.
Just let him do
But
it.
the work, what is it? Doesn't do anything to you.
Sanitize it later.
Right, and that's like the whole point of going on the Ferris wheel.
Making out.
Is to make out, get a hand or something like that. Yeah.
They were going back and forth and laughing at us being visibly upset. That's the problem. Is they were trying to be up there. These people
they were being
got all
cocky.
snippy. Yeah.
What a loser.
Another witness, a juvenile, told officers she was very shaken up about what she witnessed. A juvenile. Now, okay, if she was 11 or something, but
she's 17.
Daddy said she's too young, but she's old enough for me. The female told officers she had shorts on under her dress and dropped her cigarette pack out of them. This was their first denial. She said she bent over to get her cigarettes and her friend helped her.
Duh, he's just being a good friend.
And he had a fast pass, so it's not like they were even at it for very long.
Yeah. Oh, those cigarettes. No, officer. The cigarettes fell out individually out of the pack. That's why.
And you're rocking and rolling
down
up there.
so long. They were
grab at 'em.
rolling to and fro throughout the cab there.
Call the Alan Cox Show.
I'll use it, but I'm not paying for it.
216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
35192. Want to send a text? I'll have that trip to Vegas for you. A little over an hour. 5 o'clock is the next keyword. For you to grab yourself a trip, you would have pal out to our iHeartRadio Music Festival out there at the T-Mobile Arena. So be listening for that keyword. We throw $1,000 into the mix there as well. What did Poundcake do in the break?
So I was going out to the bathroom to brush my teeth and put, my retainers back in. And Cody's walking out, and he's like, I'm all nervous. I'm anxious. I said, what's going on? He's like, I'm going to go check my car. I got to make sure nobody hit it. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, have you ever parked in a parking garage before? And he goes, yeah, but there's like, I don't know, there's like a Guardians game, and there's going to be a lot of people.
This is why he's spilling liquids in the studio, because he doesn't have his eyes on the prize. Right?
So he's all nervous, and I'm like, Cody, you're going to be parking down here every day. Like, are you just going to go out every single day and check your car multiple times a day? He goes, no, but I'm going right now. And then he left.
And also, what are you going to do?
Who believes that he would do something that silly one time
That's what I
on
mean.
one day?
No, she did make me realize I was being ridiculous, and I turned around. Out of all, I was like,
no, she didn't make you realize. You just got embarrassed.
No one else was in the hallway. I didn't care.
But like, you've parked in.
What if someone had hit your car?
Nothing I could do.
Exactly.
So why are you going to check?
That's why I said I was being ridiculous.
Yeah, nothing you can do now that you're not going to have to do.
Yeah, no, she's absolutely correct.
But what even made you think of that, though? Like, I
don't know.
There's not one moment during the day where I'm like, that someone may have hit my car. I
will say this.
Uh-huh.
My boyfriend is crazy about that, but he bought a brand new 2021 car. So his car is his baby. He bought it. Only person who's ever driven it. Yada yada. It's a Subaru Outback. No, Subaru Forester.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to worry
sporty
about him
edition.
Of course, he's a lesbian.
He's a lesbian. But he's one of those people who will park a mile and a half away from the entrance to wherever we're going, and I truly hate it. Like, it really aggravates me. And he's like, well, I don't want anybody to park next to me. And I always really do secretly hope that someone parks directly next to him. Like, I don't want them to hit his car or anything like that or dink it up. Nothing like that. But I
just want someone to be close to it. So you go, so
I
you
can be
tried.
like, can we just park in a normal spot, please? Please, can we just park in a normal spot? Because it is an adventure. Every parking lot we go into, he has to, I'm not exaggerating when I say he has to find the furthest spot away from any other
Like
car.
where all the trucks park, like the diesels are like pulling.
You get your steps in. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but when you got a 6-year-old with you, I'm like, dude, we don't want to walk a mile. It's like a 4-minute walk to the entrance to the grocery store.
All 6-year-olds should be doing is walking.
Yeah,
What's
but
the
I get
problem?
aggravated where everybody's
So
aggravated.
you get aggravated.
It's not that there's
It's
a
not him.
6-year-old.
It's not the kid.
A 32-year-old.
It's a 32-year-old who acts like a 6-year-old.
Well, I was reading a thing, Progressive Insurance, I don't know if you know this, based in Cleveland, Ohio, Northeast Ohio, right? Progressive is telling people in Denver, we can't insure you if you drive a Kia or a Hyundai because they're stolen so frequently in Denver that people, that's got to be fun if you're selling those cars, by the way.
That's the new Kia Challenge. And Hyundai Challenge is
That's what they
happening all over
said.
the place.
What is that? See if you can break into one?
So it's a thing that people are doing on TikTok, and they're just going on joyrides. But I guess there's certain Kias and Hyundais that you can open up the steering column and start the car with a USB. Like you just
So
put a
this
USB
is
charger
what's-
in there and like turn it, and it'll start.
So this is a car theft challenge on TikTok?
Apparently.
And no one's getting scooped up for this?
It's hard to catch people in these moments.
I mean, they mentioned that in this article. They're like, people in Denver are having a hard time getting their Hyundais and Kias insured because they're stolen so frequently, and they gave a nod to the TikTok challenge.
How long has this been a thing, though? Because what was the car that was always up on blocks every time they...
Hondas.
Yeah,
Honda
they were
Civics,
always up
yeah.
on cinder blocks every morning.
Honda Civic, yeah. My next door neighbor.
I don't understand how they're
3 times a year she was replacing all of the tires on her Civic.
Mm-hmm.
This poor woman.
That happened to my buddy Cody.
It says Kia, Optima, Soul, Sorento, Forte, and Sportage, which seems like a lot.
Yeah,
That's like
which-
all of them.
Which one do you have?
I'm not saying. Not one of
What do you
those.
think they're gonna?
It's not one of those.
You got a Kia.
But yeah, from years 2011 to 2021. So that's basically like if you have any Kia, that's what's about to happen to you. That sucks.
That's
so
how it was in
stupid.
college, in a parking deck. Like you would just be, especially Akron was a commuter school, so people would drive in on a daily basis, park their car in a parking deck, and you come out and it's just a donut, maybe if you're lucky.
Aren't you feeling pretty proud of having that Mercury Mulan now?
Yes, I do. No one's looking to
No
steal
one
my
could
car.
steal that if they tried.
No one's looking for that.
Like, man, come on. I think my car does have a car alarm though, so I got that going for me.
Yeah, how do these alarms not go off on these cars? Or people just don't notice it?
I mean,
Car alarms are like crickets if you live in the city. Like
guess
nobody
that's true.
who's running going, oh my God, there's a car. Somebody check that car. Make
My
sure
car.
it's okay. My car.
Yeah,
Devotion.
You're just going, car alarm is going off. I'm not going to deal with it. I hope it just goes off soon.
Especially since enough people have seen a car alarm go off in a parking lot where nothing came near it.
Right.
So it hardly portends, an emergency anymore. Devotion to accuracy, a lot of rock and roll nerds are giving Poundcake a hard time. Kellen Quinn is the singer for Sleeping with Sirens.
Yep. As soon as I said that, I was
Andy
like, I knew it was wrong.
Biersack is the vocalist for Black Veil Bride.
I have a crush
You
on
would've
both of them. Yeah, I know. I
remembered that, but
actually met Andy Biersack.
Hey, I don't either.
I met him. Sorry, rock people. I know they hate me.
They don't hate you. They want you to have the proper information. Anytime somebody texts I see them obviously, but anytime anybody texts all of us or any of us, you're so stupid. I was stupid. Now you've given me information that I can incorporate into my mind grapes. And the next time I won't be so stupid. So you have helped me. You haven't helped me by calling me stupid. That's irrelevant. But you have helped me by giving me information. And that's all we can ask for. I do feel bad for Poundcake, too, because I know that his dream of eventually becoming an R. Kelly juror has just been shot down.
Why?
Because R. Kelly and his legal team, they don't want any jurors who have seen Surviving R. Kelly. And as Poundcake has famously, it's his comfort viewing.
He
by the way.
can quote it.
From memory.
I had a double chicken Chipotle bowl while I was watching it the other day. I was like, I just need a recap.
Double chicken. That's how much of it he wants to watch. They go, how much of it? You know what? I'm watching Surviving R. Kelly. Give me double chicken.
Well, I just had to cruise and watch something while I was picking something else to watch. So that's just like the default. And then, I find something else to watch eventually.
I got to tell you, we're in these new studios down here, and our footprint here, the point of this move is that our footprint is much smaller. We didn't need all of the room post-COVID and everything else, right? We didn't need all the room that we had at Oak Tree. That's fair. But the studios are on the perimeter of our space here, and we're the only one where you can see out to the street. The main area here is a series of desks and whatever, and there's a couple of long tables as well. And I'm hoping somebody nips this in the bud right away, and that I've already seen a couple of people sitting up at those long tables eating lunch.
I ate my lunch in the kitchen.
Well, that's the kitchen. That's fine.
I feel like that's the only place allowed to.
I guess, but the whole place, we're downtown. I thought people were going to eat lunch where they got their food.
Well, you could, but I
people
feel
are
like
bringing food in.
But the whole place smells like onions and what.
That's going to happen no matter where you are. People microwaving fish and all kinds of.
What's
things.
the point of moving then if I still got to smell microwaved fish?
Was that what you think the main purpose of the move was?
No,
so that no one had to smell food.
Alan doesn't like the microwave.
But if I don't have an office anymore, and that's where that tuna fish salad smell was coming from. But there's nobody else around.
Bro, my whole house smells like tuna because my stupid cats eat wet food.
Sure.
No.
My boyfriend.
No, this one's about the cat.
Sure.
The cat's she had 2 teeth pulled, so she can only eat wet food. So as soon as you come in the house, I'm like, oh my God, it smells like tuna fish. And I think of you, Alan, where I was like, how can you does your house smell like this?
Mine?
It smells like tuna?
No.
I like a tuna sandwich every now and then, but you ate tuna every day.
Yeah, in my office by myself. And by the time you guys got there, it was pretty well dispersed. You might have gotten a couple of random notes of tuna.
Lemon pepper? What is it?
That's a balsamic vinaigrette. Thank you very much. Somebody I did forward this to you. Somebody sent a photo. They found a sticker that says F mustard.
Dude, I said I hoped it was a t-shirt. I was like, I want that exact image. Whoever sent it, if you're listening, print me that exact image on a t-shirt.
That has to be a direct result of one Mary Santora.
There's no way it could be anything else.
Nobody else is running around trying to make F mustard happen. Mary's not even trying to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody is springboarding off of your sentiment there, misplaced as it may be, and trying to merch it out.
I would buy that t-shirt.
F mustard. It's all contrived.
F you mustard. You gotta say it with almost a crack in your voice. Mustard.
Like the kid taking the tickets on The Simpsons?
Yeah.
There's only one ticket, sir. Well, listen, I'm just saying, where are all of I'd rather see, rather than have this just vitriol against mustard, how about people given mustard the benefit of the doubt? How about that? Because you don't hear so much pro ketchup. You don't hear pro, what's the other one, onion?
Onion.
You don't hear pro onion.
You
hear anti-mustard.
Well, the thing is, I would wear
Nobody's going to the mat for the other two. They're just anti. I shouldn't even say they. You and whoever's making these dumb stickers.
Listen, I'll wear a pro ketchup shirt. I stand with the chup.
Be it mayo or ketch. Stand with the chup. Hashtag Octothorpe, I stand with the chup. Not with the turd.
Yeah.
All right. Alan, I witnessed 2 guys stealing a catalytic converter off a 20-year-old Honda at 5 a.m. in the morning. 5 a.m. in the morning?
Oh.
Poundcake should be more worried about that. Could we not? I know I just read your text, but could we not tell him what he should be more worried about? He should be worried about DoorDashers spitting in his food, too.
Nah, that's fine.
He should be worried that even though he ordered double chicken, they only gave him 1.5 times chicken.
Nah, I watched them. You don't have to cheat me. I'm smarter than that. I don't order double chicken on an app. That's stupid. Because you know they'll cheat. They know. They know. They're like, what's he going to do? Send it back? No, he wants that chicken right now. No, I only order double chicken when I order in person. If you order on an app, then you get what you get, man.
No!
What you going to do? Call them up? Hey, I just ordered this, and you only gave me one scoop of chicken. And they'd be like, no, we gave you 2. Check your eyes, bro.
They're gaslighting you.
You know, make me seem like I'm crazy.
With chicken.
No, that's silly.
Alan, I have an F mustard decal on my car. Yeah, whoever this person is making money off Mary Santora's sentiment.
Come on, man. Just don't. That's you're rude or whatever.
Alan.
Well, they'll probably stop now after that talking to.
Strongly worded letter. Alan, you hate cats because you're a friggin' cat.
Yeah, I've had this argument with my sister too, where I'm like, people who are most like cats tend to dislike cats.
How this person says, I'm independent, pretentious, love tuna, and like most cats, you hate other cats.
Yeah.
And
First
I
of
have
all,
seen you poop in many boxes.
I am not, contrary to popular belief, I am not pretentious. I know what I like. I know what I don't like.
That's what cats are.
And I don't like cats.
I know what I like. I want you to love me when I want to be loved. They aren't great at emoting, cats. And you're always knocking things off of counters.
I do that. I do always knock things off of counters. You know, it's, I've had a couple of talkings too from my wife who goes, could you not be on top of the bookcase when people come over?
It's
and I
just
go, honey,
distracting.
people don't come over. And she goes, I forgot, as you were.
Gargoyling it?
I'm gargoyling it. That's right. Where I do the combination Donald Ducking it and gargoyling.
Oh, it's all out.
It's all out, baby.
Gross.
All out.
And that gargoyle stance too.
Yeah,
so it's all
it's
just
hanging.
Yeah,
It's just
right.
resting on top of the bookcase.
First, Mary, I would say I'm happy that your cat is now eating again.
Yes.
How hard would it be? I'm just curious. How hard would it be to get your cat on a leash?
Dude, my
Especially
cat,
after this.
bro, she's never worn anything around her neck. I've never given her a collar because even when she was a kitten, I tried to put a collar on her with bells on it so I could find her, so I could see where she was. And she flips out, like thrashing her head around and screaming and running into stuff. And then when they put the cone on her after her surgery, she did the same thing. So I'm like, yeah, I've never been able to put clothes on her. I could never put her on a leash and take her for a walk. Like, no shot.
Clothes on her.
Yeah, some people put clothes on their cat, sweaters and stuff,
Awful.
I see.
or Halloween costumes.
I just got a text from the building management, and they said that somebody's car was hit in the parking garage.
Oh,
They don't
no.
know who,
Already?
so, yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, that can't be good.
They sent that text to everyone in the building, all 668.
Did they say?
Just to me.
Oh, just to you.
Oh.
Just to me.
They said the crash was due to the car not being under constant surveillance. Oh, no. Poundcake, are you worried that that's your car?
Get rid of it so I could get a new one.
So you can get a new one. You know, you probably get a new one now.
Well, no, I have it here.
No, I mean, like, what's keeping you from getting a new car?
Because actually, the listeners told me to keep it. After they said, when they told me that my car was good for 300,000 miles and it only has like 150 on there,
right?
Might as well ride it till I can't ride it no more.
I see.
Why get a car note if I don't have to? But yeah, no. If something happens to it, if it gets totaled, then obviously I have no choice. I will get a new one. But
until then, you can just take it to Terry's North Coast Auto. Keep it going.
Yeah. Did you see the Carl Nassib is back with Buccaneers?
Yeah, I saw that.
There's an active gay player in the National Football League, Poundcake.
Swell. Let's see how much he plays.
Huh?
Let's see how much he plays.
What do you
And
mean?
the
Let's
fact
see
that
how
they
much
signed
he
him
plays?
is a good
1
sign.
year.
Yeah.
Good.
It's just 1 year.
Okay.
But it's something.
And he played last year, too.
Played for Las Vegas, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Sharing a locker room with Tom Brady, that's pretty cool.
I bet Tom Brady has his own locker room, doesn't
You know,
he?
I'm sure he probably does. Like, sorry, you can't pass this robe. This is Brady's section.
Of course, I bet when you are in that team environment, you don't want to set yourself apart. Brady probably values his giving the appearance of being just like all those other
one of
guys.
the guys.
Well, I don't
Just one of the guys.
I was going to say, I think he does have his own locker in the locker room just because.
Well, everyone has their own locker.
No, I mean.
You know, we have our own lockers here, Poundcake, but
well,
Not all of us.
I don't have a locker.
Bill and I do.
Yeah.
But we like to
Our
pretend.
new boss doesn't even have one.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
No, I think I know he uses that locker room frequently because that's how they found out he was a Trump supporter because he had the Make America Great Again hat in there.
Yeah, but that was on his head. Nobody looked in his locker. He wore that out on his head.
Oh.
That's how people knew. It's got to do with his locker.
I thought it was in his little cubby.
I mean, he probably put it in his cubby. Speaking of heads, Bill, I don't know if you can attest. People have told me that on the new cameras here in the new studio, my head looks a lot smaller.
Oh,
is that magic that you're doing?
That's good.
I think it's just.
Let me see.
Angle.
Put the switch to me.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
See?
I don't know. I mean,
Let's see how small your head is.
how small?
That's what she said.
For what? So I'm also cutting up the segments as we go too, and I don't have the ability to post a screenshot like I was doing. I can do it later, but it automatically chooses a screenshot and it keeps choosing me, so it looks like I'm just like, hey, it's
narcissist.
Bill. Hey, it's Bill. I'm like, no, it's not. I don't want it to be that. It's just for whatever reason it keeps automatically choosing.
Can't
me.
help it that the camera loves me. The internet's all about me. No, that's okay.
Hey, you never want to wag your finger at somebody that the camera loves. It's what?
I mean, these cameras do look way better though.
Yeah.
Like
They
the
have
angles,
that bold effect, though.
Yeah, they have like a fisheye thing.
Bold effect.
They're fisheye.
BOWLED.
You mean like convex, concave,
Yes.
those? Yeah.
So you see around the corners, it gets
There
a little
you go.
curvy.
Yeah. It's an anamorphic lens, I believe is what that's called. Or bold. Brady's in the regular locker room just like everyone else. Nassib's best 2 seasons were with Tampa. I'm glad he's back. There's another Bucks fan heard from.
There you go.
Why not?
He's gay and he wants to play. Let him play.
Yeah, why not? I just thought
I think he's going.
I thought that would be you'd be happier at that.
Well, that proved me wrong. I like being proved wrong.
Yeah.
I'm wrong a lot. And I said, I don't think any other team's going to pick him up because everyone wants to operate in secret and they don't want him on the team because they think, I don't know, he's now a part of, I don't know, a different narrative. But I'm glad. I'm glad. Let him play. Hopefully they go to the Super Bowl.
Well, and the team is also called the Bucks.
I'm black and I'm gay.
Meanwhile, downtown.
The Alan Cox Show
There's a risk of local transmission downtown.
on 100.7 WMMS.
Guardians are playing tonight. 7:10 is the start. 3rd of 4 against the Detroit Tigers. They've already won 1 apiece. So we'll get out of here around 6:30, and then that pregame coverage will begin right around the corner from us at Progressive Field.
Isn't that the best?
It's pretty nice. Yeah. Any of the places that we want to go downtown, we're very close to them now.
Stone's throw.
A stone's throw.
You could throw a stone and hit the stadium from here?
Where would I get a stone downtown, Mary?
Out of your
If I had a stone, of course I could whip it and hit Progressive Field
When a
from
stone
Euclid.
comes around, you must whip it.
But
Mary and I just got asked for change.
Multiple times.
Did you really?
To different people.
Yeah.
So we're like, no breaks outside.
Well, there's a guy that was giving me some soap and beard oil, beard conditioner type stuff, and he's meeting me outside. He's got a store at not Tower City, and he's like,
You were
I'll just
getting
bring it
a
on over.
beard oil delivery?
I thought he was waiting for food, and he's like, no, I got my beard conditioner coming.
Mr. Oily Beard over here with.
And it's not oily. That's why I need the conditioner to make it
less
silky
coarse.
smooth. So your girl's not getting like thigh chafing and
That's
stuff.
right.
Gotcha.
And yeah, was it 2 different guys?
It
that
was
hit
2
us
different
up?
guys. Yeah,
Okay.
the one guy.
I like shrugged them both off.
Well,
pretty
because
fast.
when your friend met you, there was a guy asking all 3 of us if we had any money, and then he latched on to someone else going in the other direction. And so he left, and then by the time we got up to the doors, we were asked for more money by a different person.
That is a good reminder. I'm going to start coming to work with singles. It's going to be like I'm going to a strip club every night.
Don't do that.
Why?
Because then they're going to know.
Yeah, once you
they're
start
all going to be
feeding
hanging
them.
out
They're like cats,
around
if you
here.
feed 'em.
Yes. I worked, of the 4 of us, I have the most experience working downtown. And
Yes,
I
but
would,
I have the most experience with homeless people.
I don't know about
I grew up
that.
in Chicago, Illinois.
But you grew
where
up in
there
the
are
suburbs
there
of
are-
Chicago,
No,
Illinois.
there are homeless people every 10 feet.
I lived in the Philippines for 2 years. Quite a few
That's a
homeless
whole
people
different
there.
thing.
That's very different.
Still asking you for money.
Yeah, I'll give them $1.
Don't do that. I'm telling you, it's not a good idea because then you're going to have them. Here's the thing: they got nowhere to go and nowhere to be, so they will sit outside this
Yeah,
window
I want them.
the whole time.
I want them. It'll be like we have a live studio audience because they're only going to hit me up once a day. I can handle that.
And what happens when it's just more and more and more? It starts with 1 or 2 guys a day, and then it becomes 5 and 10 and 40.
What are they, mosquitoes?
Yes.
I'm going to put up bleachers outside our window here.
And do what, drawing?
No, I'm going to have them sit. See, this is all part of my plan to where, because what happens with Cleveland Police Department, they shoo these guys away, right? Shoo them away. I have noticed, by the way, downtown Cleveland, almost exclusively male panhandlers.
Yeah. There's some women, but not many.
There's a woman panhandler that hangs out on getting off 71 at not 130th, the exit after. Can't remember.
50th.
No, going north.
150th.
No, that would be going south.
No, that's going north.
No, if you're going north, it's 150th, 130th, and then it's Bel Air. So you get off at Bel Air, and there's always this lady there with a sign.
What does the sign say?
I'm out of work, got kids, I need money. And my girlfriend always is like, we'll give her money if she's driving, but if I'm driving, I generally don't. But then I saw her one time, and it was like 2 a.m. when I was coming back from Cincinnati, and I was like, you know what? I got cash on me. I think I'll give it to her. But then I caught the green light, so I was like, I got to go.
I don't have time to stop.
When you catch the green light, you got to take the green light.
You gonna flag her over?
No, I was too excited about catching the green light. You never catch a green light at that exit.
What I like to do is if I'm in a situation like that, I will quickly fold the bill into a paper airplane. So as I'm driving by,
Origami
I'll toss it out the window. And invariably, it'll sail right into their waiting hands. Makes me feel good. And they have, got a little bit of cardio for the day.
Yeah, I don't give people money.
So what you're saying is you hoard your money.
No, I use it. I don't hoard it, but I.
You have so much money now because you don't gamble.
So rich.
You have so much
Guys,
of it.
I'm so rich.
You're able to buy
no,
a cat an ear job.
an ear job.
She's got feline ear job money all of a sudden. Wow.
A potentially cancerous mass removed. That's different than
At the
an
Agora
ear
this
job.
weekend.
Surgery for your cat.
Potentially cancerous mass removed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's on that first Cannibal Corpse album. Hey, if you listen to the show on iHeartRadio, boy, aren't you lucky? A free app? Whew. Show me one of those. Kylie listens in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Doug listens in Dundalk, Maryland.
Gets me every time.
Brody is in Oak Harbor, Washington, out there in the PNW. Brayley is in Denver. Evan listens in Minneapolis. And Sarah is a bureau chief in Norwalk, Connecticut. So thank you, one and all. By the way, I was hearing from a lot of Pittsburgh bureau chiefs who went to the Metallica show, and I was kind of being cheeky and asking yesterday if any local ladies got to lay them some hands on one James Hetfield as he filed for divorce from his wife of 25 years. When I mentioned it, I didn't realize that Metallica was ending their tour in Pittsburgh at PNC Park. Now, I haven't gotten any positive responses from the ladies, so maybe he's playing it pretty close to the vest. But I will say this. I do appreciate, and I think I heard Stansbury talk about how no one in Pittsburgh wears radio station T-shirts, right? That's a city that has kind of their version of WMMS is a station called WDVE, which has been in the air for 50 years like we have. I think we've been on the air a couple of years longer, but nevertheless, it's a wildly popular radio station there in Pittsburgh. But he said he didn't see anybody wearing those T-shirts. Whereas in Cleveland, you'll see all, unironically, by the way, I did mention this, my first few months in Cleveland where friends of mine from home and other markets were asking me how Cleveland was. I said, I got to tell you, the most amazing thing to me is how many people wear my radio station's T-shirts unironically. It's that deeply embedded into the fabric of this town with good reason. But a lot of people in Pittsburgh, I was clicking through and watching somebody doing some coverage of people who had gone to the Metallica show. And are people screaming like, Metallica, yeah. Nope. A lot of Metallica T-shirts, they're screaming about the Steelers.
Yeah. No duh.
What do you mean, no duh?
That's
You're
all
at a
they
Metallica
scream
show.
about.
Huh?
That's all they scream at. You know how many concerts I've been to where someone will just start the, here we go, brownies, here we go. Ooh, ooh. And I'm looking around, I'm like, this is the Backstreet Boys. Like, what are you doing right now?
Because that show is so boring, they got to do something to liven it up. I understand that.
You know what's crazy is I've seen Coheed and Cambria probably 6 times, and that's never happened at a Coheed
Seriously,
concert.
it happens at country concerts.
Well, yes, at country concerts, of course.
They're playing another cover. Might as well do the Browns chant.
Yeah, Zach Brown Band.
It'll be the middle of the summer, too. It's like, wrong sport, yo. Like, they're not even playing right now.
People just want to feel a part of something.
But there's no other sports chant here, is there?
Nope.
Not really.
Nobody's going to break out in, Guardians.
Guardians.
You got Let's Go Cavs, but that's not something that you do.
It's not a call and response.
Yeah, it's not like that.
Yeah, but you make something a call and response. I mean, here we go, brownies.
Let's go.
Cavs.
There you go.
By the way, over my shoulder, if you're watching the live stream, you'll see the Guardians were kind enough to send to celebrate the premiere of the show downtown today a Guardians stitched jersey with WMMS 22 on the back. Very nice. Very appreciative of that. I've displayed it prominently in the corner of the studio. I told Bill, I said, whatever you do, frame it between the boom arm of the mic and my head. And then I'll move as needed. Sometimes I'll want it in the crook of the boom arm. Sometimes
that boom arm is really the star of the show.
It's very long.
Yeah,
it looks even longer on the
I was hoping
camera.
I was going to get, I know, I was hoping I was going to get one of those low profile ones, but with the board, it's impossible.
Yeah, we got the low profile.
I know. Those are nice. Yeah, because they're not in your face. Except, a big deal. I mean, it really does look like a crane, though, coming down from the ceiling. And
they're like lowering Alan's mic.
Right. So anyway, thank you very much to the Guardians over there for sending that over. Of course, we are the FM flagship for Cleveland Guardians baseball. By the way, I couldn't help but notice, too, something that I read that maybe you can offer me some guidance on, because it seemed weird to me. That there's a documentary that's going to be premiering very soon about the Guardians now, but we're talking about the better part of a century. A documentary that's coming out. Cleveland Scene had an article on this called War on the Diamond. It's a documentary about the 100-year Indians-Yankees rivalry. And I went, what?
Like,
the Indians and the Yankees aren't right. I mean, the documentary is about apparently a guy named Ray Chapman. Today is the 102nd anniversary of Ray Chapman being killed by a pitch.
I know about that.
He's the only Major League Baseball player ever to be killed by a pitch. He was a shortstop. The hell kind of pitch was that?
He was batting.
Oh, that makes so much sense, Mary. That makes so much more sense. So much more sense. But I'm like, with all due respect, there is no Indians-Yankees rivalry. Red Sox, yes. Mets, yes. Not Cleveland. Now, I know that, you do a documentary about a guy that got killed. The deadly pitch that launched a rivalry is what it says. There's a difference between a sports rivalry that spans the better part of a century and a guy getting killed. Listen, 100 years ago, you're not going to be that happy if the other team kills one of your guys.
Would you be happy now?
Goes to show how little you know about Cleveland. Anytime the Yankees are in town, we're always showing up, looking for revenge for Chapman.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. D's out for Chapman was the signs that I saw.
Anytime we beat the Yankees, we say, that one was for Chapman.
That's right. Take that. 102 years ago. Well, anyway, that documentary is going to premiere very soon. It's called War on the Diamond. And, I mean, listen, it's certainly an unfortunate stat, but the Cleveland baseball team does have the only person to ever be killed by a pitch. And baseball's been around for so long, it seems almost inconceivable that there's only been one person. I assume this is before they wore helmets. I don't know.
This is a 1920. There's no helmet.
Mary, you're not going to believe this. There's very little video footage
of the 20s.
But also, when you have seen it, all that old footage, they are very fast.
Yes,
so you could see why
so
it would hit them and just knock them right out.
So fast,
so fast back.
Yes,
but you'd think he would have been able to dodge it.
No, you'd think so. But he was out there playing shortstop. I mean, you want to talk about your wild pitches. Holy.
So wait. So in this scenario, his own pitcher killed him.
Yes.
In your mind, he threw. Oh, there was a wild pitch that went backwards.
Not in my mind. In the mind of Cleveland Indians fans.
History.
Of history. Yes. In history's mind. The mind's eye of history. 102 years hence. Cleveland baseball fans still hold a blinding white hate for the New York Yankees.
Yeah, I mean, we do. I think it's a one-sided. Yeah, it's like a one-sided.
Everybody hates the Yankees.
Yankees fans don't.
Except Yankees fans.
You can easily pick them out because they love telling you that the Yankees fans. Hey, Margaret.
Hi.
Hi, what's going on?
So I have a question for Mary about her cat surgery.
Oh,
yes.
Did they do a biopsy of the little mass before they actually removed it?
No, because they said it was too small and they were afraid of opening it and it's spreading because they didn't know what it was.
Okay. I'm asking because I have a cat who has this mass tumor. Actually, they called it a tumor on her paw, her front paw, and it's starting to bleed and it's causing problems. And they said, well, we can do a biopsy before we remove it. But she's 18. Would you guys do that?
Nope.
Honestly, I mean, depending on how much it costs to get it removed. Because if it's bleeding all over your stuff, though.
Yeah, it'll break open a little bit, and then we'll bandage it up at home, and then it'll be fine for weeks. But
I mean, she's not got much time left to begin with, to be honest with you.
I know.
My cat's only 8.
8, yeah.
Which is why I was like,
I know.
And I asked the vet 5 times. I was like, you're sure this is necessary before I did it? Because those types of things are not cheap because they got to put them under and they got to keep them all day and really? Sending it out and yada, yada. But, I don't know, man. I mean, that's up to you. If you want to spend, upwards of $1,000 on an 18-year-old cat.
Yeah. All right. I was just wondering if you actually had a biopsy and then you decided to do it.
No, they said they...
How long, Margaret, could this surgery potentially extend your cat's life?
I don't know. I didn't ask. It's more
Didn't ask. I think that would be the first question. Hey, pros and cons. If I don't do this, what does a cat have? If I do this, what does the cat have? And if it's $11,000 in 2 months, you go, nope.
Right. Well, they couldn't even tell me that because they had no idea if it's just this thing on her foot or if it's actually, have any cancer cells. So they can't really tell me until they biopsy it. You know what I mean? So, but literally the vet was kind of funny. She just kept on looking at me in the eye and going, but she's 18.
Right. They're giving you a little we'll do whatever you tell us to, but...
Right. But she's 18. Right. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, sorry. I couldn't be more helpful.
Oh, darn. We lost the call there. So sorry. Hey, Bill. Hello, Bill.
Hey, Bill. Just wanted to know, do you like the Yankees?
Why, yes, Bill, I do like the Yankees.
Yankees nuts.
Oh, boy, you son of a bitch. right. There it is. Anybody listening on the iHeartRadio app, by the way, you're going to notice a lot of messages coming in, fast and or furious today on the talkback button there. Oop, hold on. I'm still getting the hang of my buttons.
Alan, this Dustin, man, I just want to call and welcome y'all to the new studio. I know I'm not there, but I am there in spirit. And just as a little customer feedback, I do want to let you know that Bill and Mary's mic sounds great. It's crisp and it's loud and clear. But Alan, yours is noticeably different for whatever reason. And I think you'll hear that when you listen back to the podcast. Hey, the show, you're doing a great job. Peace out, Girl Scout.
Peace out, Girl Scout. Okay. Yeah, it's noticeably different because my voice has a specific timbre to it.
Matured.
It's like maple syrup, Mary. You just have to let it wash over you.
Not Jeffrey.
And, what is going on with my microphone? Is something, because all I've heard from people coming in here from out there, muckety mucks, coming in giving me the finger guns and the double thumbs up, that it all sounds great. But I can tell something's going on different with my microphone.
See,
and
I'm
curious
like
what
my
that
microphone
is.
sounds weird, but I think I don't know.
To me, you all sound the same.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Oh, poor Poundcake. Hey, did you figure out if somebody hit your car? You know, we got that message not long ago that someone's car has already been hit.
No, I didn't. How am I supposed to know? I didn't go out there. It's up like 3 flights. I'm not about
only
to do that.
you're not going to. He goes, I'm not going to do 3 flights of stairs.
Dude, I forgot my headphones in my car before the show. So I got into the studio and was like, man, my headphones are in my trunk. I went back to my car, up the 3 flights of stairs, got to my car, realized I didn't have my car keys. So I had to come back in, go back out. My watch was like, would you like, because an Apple Watch will ask you, it's like, would you like to record this outdoor walk? And I'm like, oh, screw you, man.
Oh, seriously? Your watch goes, you want to record this? Really?
Well, if your heart rate gets up for a certain amount of time, it'll ask you if you want to record it as a workout. So because I had like 8 minutes before the show started, and I had to do 2 trips back and forth up and down these stairs. My watch was like, all right, Mary, we see you. Good job.
Do you want to record these 3 flights of stairs as a workout?
Like,
yes, I do.
I'm just stupid.
Put it towards my total. All right.
Why?
Oh, just funny. My screener screen says, Bill, comment, yank D's nuts.
Oh, he gave it away.
Well, I knew it was coming, but I wanted everybody else to enjoy it.
And none of us saw it coming.
Right.
No, we
Who
were
could
all
have possibly
tricked.
foreseen, do you like the Yankees? Who could have possibly seen that one coming? But thank you, Bill. Leave it to a guy named Bill, always coming up with something.
Something hilarious.
Some kind of nonsense. The mics sound good, but they sound like they echo on the live stream, people say. Alan, your mic is making you sound like you have a cold. Well, I don't. And then other people go, I can't tell any difference. Okay. And then I have a couple people who have hit me up and said, hey, and by the way, just FYI from you to me, worst possible way to start a message to me. Hey, I haven't listened for a long time. What's going on? I feel no incentive whatsoever to answer a series of questions from somebody who's like, I haven't listened in a long time. Well, I'm sorry. I do the show for people who listen. Irrespective of what we sound like. Thank you very much.
Yeah, go back to not listening.
Yeah, I won't say that. I want everyone to listen. Why should anyone be left out? Why would you possibly subject yourself to not listening? Who would do that? Who would diminish their own life?
Cody.
Hello, Cheryl.
Hello.
What's up?
How are you?
Fine as frogs here. What's going on?
Good. Congratulations being in your new building. You all sound great.
Hey, thanks.
And I wanted to say something to the cat lady.
That's me.
No, the one that called a little bit ago.
Oh.
Yeah, not Mary. I think she's referring to Margaret, who just called. Right.
Yeah. So if the cat's already 18, just being put under is a huge factor in whether how much time it's going to have.
Is that old for a cat?
That's the end of it.
I know cats can live a long time. I didn't know if 18 was old.
20 is like pretty old. 25 is like as old as they get.
Yeah, it's getting up there, but just being put under is really hard on animals.
Well, that's why I wondered. She made it sound like her vet said, we'll do whatever you want us to do, which I guess is they're going to be their default answer. You're the owner after all. But I would think that they might have suggested to her, we wouldn't recommend this because of that reason.
They won't say that.
They won't say that.
If the cat dies, she's going to be like, you guys told me not to do it. So,
yeah, but everything dies,
also,
Cheryl.
One more thing. I love you, Poundcake.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Cheryl. I don't think that got the response. See, Poundcake's a guy who just wants to be loved, and then somebody goes, I love you, Poundcake, and he goes, oh, thank you.
Ew, why?
Oh, thank you.
What you look like?
Are you poor?
Are you poor? Are you a fat bitch?
Why am I doing my own voice? Like, it's so stupid. You guys literally have, like, brainwashed
You're
me.
welcome. That's right.
Usually the phrase going downtown gets us all horned up. And this is no exception.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WA.
Because Madonna is 64 years old today.
Which Madonna? You didn't say last name. How am I supposed to know which Madonna?
I'm sorry. Madonna Ciccone, the pride of Detroit, Michigan, is 64 years old today. And I'll tell you what.
New York, went to Paris.
Here's her on American Bandstand.
And is she hot? This is Madonna. What are your dreams?
To rule the world.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Madonna.
I mean, it defies explanation, really, because if you've paid attention to Madonna, and she has tried hope against hope, and people have pointed and laughed the whole time. She's no stranger to that. And people for a good 15 years now have accused her of being a little long in the tooth to try to do what she's still been trying to do. But I mean, you know, I think you're not going to find a female pop artist of the last 30 years who doesn't have, you know, Madonna's fingerprints on her.
Metallica.
All right, so Metallica took nothing from Madonna. But I just remember when Dweezil Zappa had that guitar that was the album cover of True Blue. She had short hair, and she was so foxy back then. Terrible actress, which is still strange to me. As somebody who it is a little bit apples and oranges, but if you are a performer of any stripe, you think you'd be able to transfer some of that from one side to the other. You know, being a pop star calls upon every faculty you have. You have to dance, you've got to sing, you've got to pretend to masturbate on stage, you've got to do all kinds of things.
See, the important part of that one is pretend. Because when you really do it, people get upset.
Well, then don't throw vegetables at artists.
That's how Fozzie Bear got canceled.
We were clicking around and we landed on Muppets Take Manhattan the other day. And my daughter...
Great movie.
My daughter has never shown herself to give too much of a crap about the Muppets. That's never wired her brain the way that, But I'm always trying because I'm very nostalgic about the Muppets. And we did watch it for a little while. And the great part about those movies, because they are late 70s, early 80s, Jim Henson's still alive doing the voices, is all these actors who are now dead. So we get to the middle of Muppets in Manhattan, and it's James Coco, this actor that some people might remember. The bald guy, stage actor for a long time. But those Muppet movies were jam-packed with the stars of the day. And you know who I'm talking about. Kermit, Miss Piggy, Gonzo, Beaker. There's one scene in the church, because that's a movie where Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy get married. Now, I had never seen Muppets Take Manhattan, so I didn't know that they had ever gotten married. I thought that they were domestic life partners. I'm not up on my Muppets lore. But in the very back of the church, you see Big Bird. And I didn't ever remember the Sesame Street world crossing streams with the Muppet movie world.
They did a few times, because in the first Muppet movie, they're traveling, I think, to L.A., and they meet Big Bird as he's hitchhiking to Sesame Street, basically.
Then maybe they're friends with Big Bird, because he was the only one that I recognized in the back. So we watched it for a little bit, and she seemed to enjoy it a little bit. But those movies are really broad. And so you kind of had to be a kid coming up in that comedy vibe in those days to enjoy those movies, because you go back now and you're like, oh, this is...
I think the show was funnier than the movies.
I never
saw
the
Muppet Show.
The Muppet Show
was 100 times funnier than the movies.
Yeah.
Because the Muppet Show was... They didn't need like a narrative arc in the show. They could just go boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
You get
Pigs in Space.
Pigs in Space. You get the Swedish Chef doing some dumb stuff. Bork, bork, bork.
Right.
Love it.
That's right. Which really ultimately worked against Judge Robert Bork when he was trying to get put on the Supreme Court.
And they did a Disney Plus version of the Muppet Show in 2020 that I loved. I don't know if they did a second season or not, but I really enjoyed it. And the Swedish Chef stole the show. And I remember he's trying to make something and he ends up just messing it up so bad that he gets Uber Eats. And for whatever reason, he won't tip the Uber Eats driver. And he just goes, no tip, no tip.
For whatever reason. I do want to mention, and people are texting about the live stream and how things sound. This is the first show downtown in the new studio. Yeah. So there are going to be differences in how the broadcast sounds. And there could be a little tweaks here and there, too. It's first day. So a lot of things we don't know we want to change until we hear it. And the live stream and things along those lines.
We are definitely getting hit up by, I mean, you can tell the live stream's successful because there's a bunch of porn bots on there going, best new dating site.
Oh, the chat is back too?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
For now.
Alan, wait, the good thing about the old Muppet movies are the dead actors? Yes. That's right. The Muppets don't die. They're hands in socks. Do I have to explain Muppets to you? They're puppets. With an M. They're, I don't know what Muppet is. It's a portmanteau of Muppets and puppet. Of what? What? Where did Muppet come from? What's the...
Man puppet.
Man puppet. Check it and see. There was a Muppet Christmas special that had the Muppets and Sesame Street and the Fraggles. Okay, well, that's, I never watched Fraggle Rock either.
Oh, Fraggle Rock was pretty good.
I think that was a slight generation behind me.
That's
I think
Bill.
My wife probably
Because me and Cody are too young for Fraggle Rock.
My wife came up on Fraggle Rock, and I think I was probably in high school when that happened. Oh, by the way, speaking of portmanteaus, I did want to give it up for, they're both alive, but their relationship is dead. Zach Braff and the British actress Florence Pugh have quit after about a year and a half or so. You guys know who Florence Pugh is? She was in Midsummer.
No.
She is Black Widow's sister.
Yes,
in the film
she's great.
Black Widow. She's lovely. She and Zach Braff, a very public May-December romance is what they call it. She was 26. He was 47. And once people got over the initial shock of Zach Braff and who? Because she's really cute. Those two were always, boy. It's a bummer. I mean,
she'll be fine.
I think she'll be fine.
And
That's right.
She will be fine. I think Zach Braff's gonna,
but
that might have been
they
his last dance.
I think that they didn't necessarily want to be public about the relationship, and they didn't necessarily want to be public about the breakup. But I will say, Zach Braff was in a commercial that I saw not long ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago, and it did occur to me, I wonder if he's still with Florence Pugh, because you hadn't seen them on any websites or anything. And it turns out that they're not. And I think, what?
I would say you're good for that. You did the same thing with Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian.
Of course I did. I've got the power of sight. I've got the sixth sense.
Okay, well, Coxtradamus is coming back then. Good for you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why when we go to Jamaica again in the spring, I'm wondering, and again, I'll take all manner of suggestions on this. But I think that there's a chance that I may resurrect Coxtradamus. Now, I also don't want to get too cocksure, if you will, because 2 correct predictions does not a mystic man make. But who knows? Here's what I think. Zach Braff and Florence Pugh. I think that they were ultimately done in by the lack of a celebrity name. Because all of your best celebrity couples have a good celebrity name, and they didn't have one. It was almost impossible for them to have one. I mean, you get Zach Pugh sounds like a secretion. You ain't gonna have that.
Zoo.
I mean, Flo Braff, that's no good either. It's like for seasonal allergies or something.
I think that trend is kind of past anyway.
Well, it should be resurrected.
You had Kim Ye, but you never had like Kim Pete.
You had Benifer. Oh, Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. Yeah, okay. Well, then maybe that's Brangelina.
Maybe from so long ago.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
Can you mute your mic on the live stream because it's giving me feedback here?
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Thank you.
Text that next time.
I saw that coming too. I predicted that you were going to say that, and you did. So now I'm 3-0.
So was it my car that got hit in the parking lot then?
It was not your car that got hit in the parking lot.
If I go out there, my car's totaled. I want my money.
That'd be the best.
What money? I'm doing this pro bono.
We already,
these prognostications are gratis.
We already had like an Alibaba in Jamaica who was like reading our fortune. Don't you remember, Bill?
Oh yeah, he was way off on me.
Alibaba.
We had him.
Oh yeah.
He was like the medicine man.
There you go.
He did. I mean, if he was right, then he said I don't have anything to worry about. Because he said you're always anxious, you're always on an edge. You ain't got nothing to worry about. And he's like, you're gonna live a nice long life. And to me, that signifies.
But that's no prediction. He can look at you and tell that.
But I'm saying he said I'm gonna have a nice long life. But my anxiety takes over and says, okay, but I'm gonna have a nice long life. But I'm gonna watch everyone around me die. Like so, I'm still.
You still find a way to make it into an anxious moment.
Yeah. He's like, stop worrying so much. I'm like, no, don't tell me what to do.
Huh?
You're Satan.
We got our iHeartRadio Music Festival on the way next month. Do you want to know who we've got at this thing?
Weezer. Coldplay.
No, Weezer and Coldplay are not on this year. That's why.
Miley Cyrus.
That's why.
We still got a month.
That's why it opens up. Right. It does say lineup subject to change without notice in very small font. But you have, I think Rover gives away a trip in the morning, and then I do one at 5 o'clock. Everything said and done, it's a lot of fun. I hear we've never been invited.
To our iHeartRadio Festival.
But you could be there. Here's who you have. Avril Lavigne, who was just here with Colson Baker. Not what?
Not Avril Lavigne.
No, she's not selling Shays Lounges over there on the west side. Avril Lavigne, the Black Eyed Peas without Fergie.
Oh, boy.
It's just Will.i.am, Apple D-Dap, and the third guy. Who's the third guy in the Black Eyed Peas?
Taboo?
Yeah.
Yes. Well done.
Oh, my God.
Good for you.
I am paying a tick. I am on fire in here, guys.
Yes, well, that's good because you're spilling liquids so frequently. That if something ignites, you'll be fine. You can extinguish it quickly. Diplo is going to be there. LL Cool J. We saw him get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
We sure did. And
He was
great.
fantastic.
He put on a great show.
Ladies love Cool James.
That's right. Halsey. Try saying F mustard around her.
I'd love to have her mustard.
You know how Snoop Dogg came out with the Fruit Loops? Why hasn't LL Cool J come out with like his own version of Doritos, like LL Cool Ranch or something? Like he could make money off of something.
I mean, sure. Why send him a letter? I mean, I think Cool Ranch is already taken, but yeah, go ahead.
But they have like the rap snacks. He could have
I
did
understand.
something.
He could have did something. That's right, Poundcake. He could have did something
He ain't gonna do
with the
nothing.
rap snacks. Listen, I was on rap snacks early. I will go to the mat for rap snacks. When I lived in Ohio City and the Gas USA next to me would sell rap snacks, delicious.
Which one was your fave?
Nicki Minaj. That's how I found out who she was. Sorry, Cardi B, not Nicki Minaj. Cardi B. I only found out about Cardi B because her honey drip butter popcorn was so good, and I don't even like butter. Did I like the barbecue onion and garlic Lil Baby snacks? Not so much.
Mine go way back.
I liked the Migos barbecue Dabba Ranch. Cardi B jerk barbecue. Those were real good too. So yeah, I mean, I don't think that they've really branched too far out there. But anyway, so Halsey is at the iHeartRadio Music Festival, and Avril Lavigne and LL Cool J, Lionel Richie.
Nailed it. That's exactly who it is.
Maren Morris, who I think is a country artist. She's very cute and good. Luke Combs, who's a fat ginger, just the kind that Mary likes.
No.
Marcus Mumford, who, of course,
killed his sons.
He murdered his sons just like the Lord told him to.
Going solo.
Nicki Minaj is on this thing. I didn't know that. Morgan Wallen. Remember when this guy was allegedly canceled about 8 months ago?
Yeah, when he dropped the N-word and then sold more albums than he's ever sold
that's
before.
right. That can only help your career in country music. Megan Thee Stallion, Dynamite, Pat Benatar and her husband, Sam Smith, The Black Keys, Big Time Rush. Are they a Disney band?
Nickelodeon.
Oh.
Yeah, get it right.
5 Seconds of Summer.
They're Disney.
And then a bunch of daytime stagers like up and comers that you've never heard of. And Will Smith's kid.
What does it, how has, I just have a question. Not that I'm diminishing our iHeartRadio Music Festival or anything like that, but how has Big Time Rush sustained a career this long? What's the song by them that we know, that we play? I know
we play? We don't play anything.
I know. I'm just thinking, I'm trying to think about Kiss. I have to ask Jeremiah when I see him in the hall, but wait, do we play any Big Time Rush?
You know, we don't have hallways anymore either. No, we don't, but one guy went solo from that band for a while. Maslow tried to go solo.
It didn't work well.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you know, he's a good-looking dude. Lost some weight. What I like, though, is if you Google them, all the questions are, is Big Time Rush a real band?
That's what I'm saying. They were based off of a TV show, and
they've also been gone for 10 years. Like, they are reunited to go on and do these shows.
They never stopped, Alan. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They were popular in the big Hannah Montana era.
Right. This says they haven't even been together as a group in 8 years.
I think that means like...
So their tour this year is their first tour in almost a decade.
But what is there to tour off of?
They've got a bunch of songs. What can anyone tour off of? Think about, like, even if you're a one-hit wonder, you can go on tour and play that. Bill and I have talked about this. If you have a little kid and you take him to see, I'm talking back in the day, Disney era, when my daughter went to see Demi Lovato or Victoria Justice, they open with their huge song, then they play it in the middle, and then they close with it. Because that's what the kids want to hear.
And also, it's so when they play it in the middle, parents can go like, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
End of it.
That's right.
I'll tell you what, if the Cheetah Girls were united and did a tour, I would go.
Cheetah Women now.
Cheetah Girls 2. Oh, my goodness. The only reason why I'm going to go to Barcelona is because of that movie.
You know that movie, Alan. Cheetah Girls movie where they go to Barcelona. You're
Can we get
familiar,
them
right?
to the iHeartRadio Music Festival,
That's
the
right.
Cheetah Girls? They need a job.
Now, since we're on the subject of Big Time Rush, I think that this is very funny. That they are in trouble the way that Lizzo and Beyonce were for supposedly having an ableist song title. Right?
Wait, can I guess it?
You can.
Is it Elevate?
It is not.
Oh, they do have a song called Elevate. I swear. And I was like, oh, if you're disabled, you can only take the elevator. So they're like, Elevate.
Their album is called You Can Only Take the Elevator.
You know?
Their album is called Paralyzed. I'm sorry, the song is called Paralyzed. And sure enough, you can set your watch by it. People got upset.
Wait, you can cancel Biggie Smalls too?
There was a rock. Who sings that? Finger 11?
Finger 11.
Yeah, Finger 11, that makes sense. No. Explain.
No, I take it back. It was hypnotized. Never mind. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back.
Yeah, Finger 11 song. That's that one. That one makes
I like
sense.
that song.
That was a good song.
Yeah.
Well,
Biggie, can't you see?
No, I can't. Please help me.
I'm blind and I'm paralyzed.
Yeah, Paralyzed is getting Big Time Rush in trouble because apparently you can't call a song Paralyzed anymore. But there it is.
That seems silly, though, because I imagine the song's about when they see this person, they're struck by their beauty, so they're paralyzed and they can't.
Well,
There's
also,
still a word.
These stories always come from the germ of usually a person who tweeted something, and because people have to fill up column inches on websites, they just write a whole blog around that one person and then go, oh, they're getting in trouble, just like...
There's a song called Suffocate, I think by Jay Holiday.
God, that's such a good song.
I know!
Is it Jay Holiday? I don't think it's Jay Holiday.
I suffocate when you're away from me. So much love you take
That
from me.
was on my first flip phone that I could get ringtones on. That part where he says, yes, you got me there. I said it. Somebody called the paramedics. That part was my ringtone.
I'm pretty sure that's Jay
That's
Holiday.
ableist.
That was his follow-up from Bed.
Yeah, you're right. Somebody called the paramedics. That's a good sex song, man.
Cancel culture, Alan.
Jay Holiday.
They got to get rid of that.
It's a good sex song. That's what we need. More of those. That's what inflamed the passions of those people out at Cedar Point.
Yeah.
Right? These weren't teenage kids.
Jay Holiday.
Yes.
I highly doubt it.
Two 32-year-olds who were just there to pick up some spilt cigarettes. All of a sudden, the mood struck, and they found themselves public fornication.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Forget the Rock Hall. When does Poundcake go into the Country Hall of Fame?
My truck, my beer, my guns.
Say it again. It's the Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
We got Perez Bilton's hot goss in a minute here.
Oh, yeah.
Hot celebrity gossip.
Hot steamy goss.
Guardians will play tonight. They have won one, lost one against the lowly Detroit Tigers. But you know what they say? Any given Monday. Today's Tuesday, of course, they will play 7:10 tonight here on MMS. And they'll finish out that series tomorrow until the White Sox come to town to play Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the Guardians hit the road again as we get closer and closer to the end of the regular season. They're going to play the San Diego Padres, who they probably have a real good chance of winning some games against. Because of, boy, you know you're in trouble when Fernando Tatis Sr. bends your ear and tells you you're being crazy. Fernando Tatis Jr. was accused of suspended for using performance-enhancing drugs. He says, what did he say? He was rubbing some aloe salve or what was it?
He got some sort of infection from
a haircut. He got a fungal infection from a haircut.
Which is like, dude, if you're going to a place that gives you a fungal infection for a haircut, you got to up your game, man. That's gross.
You never heard of barbicide?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. That's when you kill your barber, of course. So the Guardians will play tonight, 7:10 here on MMS. We'll roll out around 6:30. And your pregame coverage with Rosie and Hammy and the whole gang after the show today. Congratulations also to the people of Canton, Ohio. Not only do they get to live in lovely and bucolic Canton, Ohio, not only are they home to the Football Hall of Fame. They just had a huge concert there. They call it the Concert for Legends. They had Journey headline. We gave away tickets. Mm-hmm. They're going to open a Hall of Fame resort. They go, hey, we got this Hall of Fame here. This is great. But we need more. And so they're going to open a whole Hall of Fame resort. They're breaking ground this summer. It's going to be a hotel and a water park.
Nice.
The Hall of Fame water park. Hilton is building a huge hotel down there and an indoor water park. Oh, so you got to stay at the hotel.
No, you can probably buy.
I still go into the water park.
Yeah, you can probably buy separate passes. Because like at Kalahari, you can buy just a water park pass or you can stay overnight.
That's a hotel, Kalahari?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or you could buy just a hotel room.
I got you.
And you don't have to go into the water park.
So theoretically, I could say, hey, I want to stay at this place, but I don't want to go in the water park.
I just want to hear kids screaming, running up and down the hallway.
Right. I want the hallways to be wet.
Yes.
Is what I would like.
Everywhere I go.
To be wet. I would like tiny, moist footprints everywhere I go.
There's a lot of places like this in Wisconsin and Minnesota. And
Door County.
I would do shows there.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, we'll give you a free pass to the water park. And I'm like, I'm not going to the water park by myself. Like, sometimes I had my kids with me and it worked out great.
Yeah, but then, you alone can't go to that water
park. Me
alone
at the water park when it's like there's all these like soccer teams and stuff there. Yeah. Like, and then I'm just the guy that's like,
on the lazy river.
Because it's not like they had an adult section.
No.
It was just a bunch of kids and families. And then me just like, I'm here. I got a free pass. Yeah. It was awesome.
A couple of my close guy friends in college were in the same fraternity, and they did their formal, like their winter formal at Kalahari one year. And there was like an option, because you still had to buy tickets. There was an option that you could go to the water park or not. And at that point in my life, I was like, absolutely not. 100% of why I want to go to this hotel is to get hammered and have somewhere to stay with like my buddies. That's all that it was. But it was so funny because like the president of the fraternity was like, he got the room with the jacuzzi in it, and he was like trying to be like, oh, look at me balling out, I got the suite, I got the presidential suite. And we're like, bro, we're still at Great Wolf Lodge.
Presidential.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you know how all those heads of state are staying at this hotel? Right. Please give me the presidential suite.
I swear, it wasn't that long ago that there was like Justin Bieber, I think it was either at Kalahari or Great Wolf Lodge. He like was stopping in Cleveland for something, and he pulled up there, and there was.
I remember that.
It was a chaotic scene.
I think it was Kalahari.
My brother was working in like Sandusky at the time, and he was like, "What the hell? Since when does Sandusky have like rush hour traffic?" So he was like, it had to be somebody important. He thought it was the president. Nope, it was Justin Bieber just wanting to enjoy
president.
He just wanted to enjoy a nice day at the water park.
I like when you're on the turnpike or the highway or wherever, and you pass the hotels with the giant water slides snaking in and out of the hotel. Like, is that place okay? Like when you're on the highway, you'll see these hotels. You'll see hotels with indoor water parks, but the slide tubes are going in and out of the structure of the building.
Like Kalahari and stuff have
outdoor,
like that.
I have never been to Kalahari, so I don't know.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
I had though.
So he's never driven by it either.
Mm-hmm. No,
it's not on a back road.
My mom doesn't like me driving to Sandusky.
Why? I'll bite. Why?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I've driven to Sandusky plenty of times. I drove Bill and we went to the Crowbar.
I just thought maybe you were you're trying to tell us you were defying your mother.
No, there's nothing. I just haven't gone to Kalahari. I think they had, just like Mary, there was a formal or a prom going on there. I did not go. I just never had a reason to go. My friends don't go. I guess I'm kind of like out of the age group, so we just go to Cedar Point instead.
Well, anyway, this big old hotel and water park is going to open by late next year or early 2024. They're going to have a Build-A-Bear workshop. Ooh. They're going to have a Don Shula's restaurant. They're going to have a Top Golf.
Is that a Shula's 1 or Shula's 2?
This. Oh, yeah. We're not by Shula's 2 anymore, are we? Is there a Shula's 1 down here?
No, but there's like 30 steakhouses within walking distance, so I think we'll be all right.
If you don't get us all catered marble room,
I was going to say, has everyone here been to Marble Room?
Friday.
Red is on the other side. I'll go to Red.
Either way.
I had so many dinners at Red when Gwen was with the Cleveland Film Commission.
It's like a go-to.
Always
There's
taking
Hyde Park.
people
There's
to-
all kinds. Morton's. There's 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
What, Pound Cake?
I like me some red, though.
Dude, I love steak. I don't even care.
Pound Cake, is line one a winner, or am I supposed to pick that up?
No, he has a question.
Oh. Joshua, hello.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
I got a question about the
boy.
digital download of the Jurassic World. Like, normally when you get a Blu-ray, like a brand new Blu-ray, they'll give you, like, the regular DVD, and they'll give you the digital download. So, I'm wondering which one of you, like, has the Blu-ray and is just giving the digital download away. Like, I feel like Poundcake probably has the Blu-ray right now, and, like, all you guys are giving away is the free stuff from the box.
Joshua, do you think that we're sitting with stacks of DVDs next to us?
No, I don't know. Maybe times are tough right now, or maybe Poundcake's up to something, because I just don't know why you guys are being cheap and giving us the digital download and not the Blu-ray with the digital download.
Do you think we're the ones being cheap?
Yeah, I don't know. The studio sends things, and then we go, hey, rather than us keeping them, let's give them to the audience, and then that's what we do. We don't have physical anything here.
We don't even
Joshua,
have room.
I don't even know where they're keeping these. We have so little room down here. It's in somebody's desk.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
It's really probably a terrible movie anyway, so it's fine. It's all good.
So what do you care?
I don't. I'm just working, and I just was thinking about that.
There you go.
Blu-ray never crosses my mind ever. I don't even know. I thought that was like a separate thing you had to have with a DVD player.
No,
So-
a digital download is literally digital download is they give you a code and you watch the movie. It couldn't be simpler.
No, but what's Blu-ray?
Blu-ray is a physical hard copy format.
It's a higher quality DVD.
But who needs it anymore? Nobody's clamoring for physical Blu-ray movies anymore.
Hey, there's a guy that...
Oh, you're wrong.
You're very wrong,
Joshua,
dude.
come on.
Everyone collects that stuff now. Go to those stores like the Exchange. You can get Blu-rays, old games, whatever.
Oh, right. You can spend $30 on some and they'll give you a nickel. Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
They're like
yeah.
$1. They're like $1. Like,
Right.
Dude, like,
Physical media has zero resale value. I can't believe those places are still in business, by the way.
Well, there's a lot of people that still collect it, and they'll...
Collect it or have it over the years and never turned it in?
But there's a guy that will, anytime he gets a new Blu-ray, he sends me the digital download code because he just wants the physical copy, and I'm like, I'll take it.
I thought
I got a bunch of movies that I never wanted.
But I thought the code was separate from the physical
it's
format.
Inside.
It's just a little piece of paper.
So what are we giving people? We're giving them the piece of paper?
We're giving them the information so that they can get that code.
Would you
They're not
like me
even
to
getting the piece of
read
paper.
what it says? Right,
They're
that's
getting an email that says, here's how you redeem your free copy.
But Poundcake, Joshua wasn't even the winner, correct?
Correct. He's
Mr. Gift Horse in the mouth.
Correct.
Right.
No, yeah, we literally give them the prize is a digital download code. But I didn't know any better as far as like a Blu-ray. I'm like, maybe he is right. I have no idea. I think the only people that still have DVD players or Blu-rays are people who have porns. Like DVD porns.
A lot of porns. No. I understand a lot of people have. I mean, I have a Blu-ray player. I couldn't tell you the last time I used it, but I understand a lot of people still watch physical copies of things. But people collecting them?
Yeah.
Collecting's different than things just piling up.
Mm-hmm. It used to be like a flex when I would go into certain people's houses and they would have like their living room covered with DVDs. I'm like,
I was married for a while.
Dude, I couldn't even give them away. I was calling homeless shelters and I was like, do you guys need DVDs? And they're like, we have Netflix.
You want me and Dupree?
We don't have socks, but we'd love cheaper by the dozen.
Right.
Well, it's cheaper by the dozen and cheaper by the dozen too.
Two Electric Boogaloo.
One disc.
We can't catch a break down here. It's our first day in the studio, right? We have a big, huge. We're the only studio with a big, huge window looking out onto Euclid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some guy gets his head bashed in and thrown into a squad car, top of the show, out of our purview, can't see it. Now there's a huge ambulance pulls up in front, and they're wheeling the gurney over, and we can't see that either. Maybe you can.
No, but I'll let you know.
But it gives good ambiance for me. Like you can see it blinking off my TV.
I can see that. That's why I know you guys aren't lying.
Yeah.
Look, this guy's not. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
He said he can hear us out there. He's like,
are we on out there?
Yeah, we're on out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he might. I don't think we're on out there. I think I don't know what he's pointing to.
You can hear us.
Is he cute?
He's pointing to a speaker saying he can hear us.
All
Yes.
right. Well,
wave if you're cute, because I can't see.
Wave if you
What is that going to do? You're going to see that anyway.
He needs to put his face up against the window so it can reflect off the TV. Then the TV can reflect
let's
off
let
the
the
camera.
police do what they're out here to do.
And then I can see.
I love
Poundcake,
how,
go out front and get shot.
I love how Alan's like, man, we're missing out. What a bad time we're having as someone's being put onto a stretcher.
Yes, I wanted. That's all we wanted this window for was to see life, Mary, unfold before us.
As soon as I see it.
We've been looking at an office parking lot.
Yeah.
And perhaps the random peregrine falcon diving from
People
the.
be going ham in that parking lot too.
It's a homeless
I don't know what you're talking about.
Also, there's a fire brigade coming.
Good. I like a good brigade. I think I gave that guy money. Okay, go get it back from me. Wait.
They can hear us.
Hey, do you want what?
We're on out there.
Okay, but we shouldn't be on out there then. All right. This is the one time that my show gets played somewhere.
That's all right.
We were at Oak Tree. They're playing friggin' Glenn Beck all day long.
And Pop Daddy or whatever his name is.
Now I'm getting
Bloom Daddy.
Now I'm getting blasted out on Euclid. Come on, man. Put the lake on or something. It's nonsense.
You want some hot goss?
I listen. Give me a second so I can compose myself. And yes, I would like some hot goss. Yes.
This is Hot Celebrity Gossip with Perez Bilton. Ooh.
That's right. All right, Perez, not to be confused with Perez Bilton, who does a little home renovation segment for us. Perez Bilton with our hot celebrity goss. Go ahead.
Newlyweds Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez are celebrating their wedding with friends this weekend at Ben's Georgia estate that, like his wife, also has a big backyard.
Inside sources.
Inside sources, the party's going to...
Inside sources.
The party's going to be a 3-day-long extravaganza with friends and family. A beautiful building, and it's going to be a beautiful building block to their future divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Inside sources.
They don't last. We were just talking about this movie. Jurassic World Dominion star Bryce Dallas Howard was talking about how she made way less money than Chris Pratt. And she went on to say that Chris Pratt fought for her to receive pay parity on merch and video game deals and that she appreciated the move. Inside sources claim that the pay discrimination does not stop with Pratt and Howard, as the dinosaurs in the film weren't even paid at all.
Inside sources.
Specious.
Yeah, right?
Yes, it is.
And then Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith were spotted outside of a restaurant in L.A. It's the first time they've been spotted in public since the infamous Oscar slap. And according to inside sources, Will and Jada were very friendly to the staff at the restaurant, but Jada did fart, but blamed it on the chair. But the chairs in that particular restaurant don't squeak like farts. So Jada, stop lying. If you did the fart, admit that you did the fart. Don't lie about not doing the fart.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
This is Hot Celebrity Gossip with Perez Bilton. Ooh.
She did the fart, Alan.
Inside sources.
And she didn't claim the fart.
I'll tell you what, if Will Smith and Jada Pinkett make up, forget about it. It's about time these two go their separate ways. If all this happens and they still get to come back out and go, we're stronger than ever. Who cares?
We're moving
Stop
forward.
it.
We've been through so much together.
Go away.
And also, she's like publicly cheated on Will Smith, and now she's lying about a fart. Like, where does it end with this lady?
Where indeed?
I had my inside sources go to the restaurant, and they moved all the chairs around, and they're pushing around, trying to get them to make a fart sound, and they weren't making a fart sound.
All right.
Did Jada sit at the red table?
No, that's her show. She's at a restaurant and she farted, and she won't acknowledge the fart.
Listen,
I don't like when people lie about their farts.
That's right.
I think it's important to own your farts.
You need to do something to your farts. I forget what it is, but you got to do something
You got
to
to
them.
fart.
Oh,
your
that's right.
farts.
Fart your farts. Because if you don't, who will?
Exactly.
No one else can fart your farts.
And like, what if you hold it in and it kills you? That's the reason you die.
That wasn't the one I wanted.
That's what happened to the homeless guy that just got taken away. Holding all his farts in.
Where did they send his medical bills?
To us. The taxpayers.
Oh.
Hey, Thomas.
Hi, Alan. I'm just calling about the whole Blu-ray situation. I'm one of those people that still buys Blu-rays.
I didn't know that it rose to the level of a situation. Now we've got a situation on our hands. Great. Here, I thought we were just having a casual conversation, Thomas, and now it's risen to the level of a situation. And as you know, a situation requires a resolution.
That's true.
What is the last Blu-ray that you bought?
I think the last Blu-ray I bought was Talladega Nights: The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, because it was $1, and might as well have it.
Of course.
My biggest problem is all these the streaming services. I'll go to watch a movie that was on Amazon Prime one week, and then I find that it's on Paramount Plus the next week. And I'm kind of at the point now. Go ahead. No, I got you. I think you're right on. It's getting to the point now where streaming services are just becoming cable television. It's come full circle because most people don't just subscribe to one. You subscribe to a bunch, and then you go, well, now they all have ads in them because every streamer has hit the wall on new subscribers. So they're like, well, now they're going to have ads. So it's just like cable television. I think some people are going to go back to cable TV.
No.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. I've subscribed to like 4 or 5 different streaming services, and then once they started coming out with like the HBO Max and the Paramount Plus, I had to draw the line somewhere. So, anyways, just a long time listener, first time caller. Just sort of wanted to chime in on that.
Hey, thank you, Thomas. I appreciate it. There's Thomas out in Orville. Is that where they make the Smuckers?
Mm-hmm.
And the popcorn, right?
No. That's Orville Redenbacher.
He's named after that place.
No, he's from Indiana.
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh. Alan, devotion to accuracy. Ben and J-Lo were celebrating Ben's 50th birthday over the weekend. What did you say?
I'm going off of what I read on TMZ. And on TMZ, they said they were having a wedding. They already had the wedding, but this is like to basically like their reception.
Yes. Here, I just Googled it. Celebrating 3-day wedding weekend. It was just his birthday yesterday. He turned 50.
All I'm saying is maybe these inside sources aren't as reliable as we think they are.
Are you trying to say that my inside source that heard the fart wasn't actually there?
Oh, no.
I'm just saying.
Chewbacca fart.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying that my inside sources didn't get the scoop on the fact that the dinosaurs didn't get paid in
I'm just
Jurassic World
saying
Dominion?
that maybe you need to vet them a little more if things are coming up, not lining up appropriately.
I think this is just somebody that works for outside sources trying to bring down my inside sources.
They're trying they're trying to muck up the works, as it were.
Call the Alan Cox Show.
Is it a noun or is it a exclamation?
216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
$35192. Send me a text. AlanCoxShow.com. You watch the live stream now during the show from the new studios downtown. By the way, thank you. I don't want to slept on it long enough. Thank you so much to Wigwam Bubblegup, who's helping out today in the video department. I don't have an office anymore down here. You know, we have a smaller footprint down here in Euclid, but we still found, this was really an 11th hour thing too, and it was quite extraordinary. We found at the last minute a little nook where our video department could post up. You see Snitzer's studio back there?
Oh, yes.
He's got a nice mothership back there, and
It's a whole nice thing. I mean, we got a nice setup too. But
well, they have much bigger. They got a whole thing going on there. But we found
they're in Studio A. We're in Studio B.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I don't know why
we got the window to the world here.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that we're not going to be the de facto concierge service for people coming up, knocking on the window, going, "Hey, I'm supposed to meet somebody in there." I don't care, man. Is that what happened?
That guy said he was here for training, and he kept saying, "How do I get in?" And I was like, "No, like you can't get in." And then he said, "I'm here for training." And I was like, I don't know.
We're going to be...
They didn't train you how to find the entrance?
Well, I text the boss, and I was like, hey, some guy is in front of our window saying he's here for training?
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be an engineer. I don't know.
Because even before you get into our lobby... I mean, we've got 2 sets of locked doors in our lobby.
You can't get into the...
You can't... This is a residential building, so you have to have a key card just to get in the building.
Right.
Let alone get to our spot.
Right.
So we're going to have all kinds of people who can't get in coming to our window.
Mm-hmm. So nobody is ever going to come in for a prize. Remember when people used to come into the office to
no, those days are over, bud.
Long gone.
It was just a thing. I didn't understand it either.
That was when we had reception.
Sorry, I'm so... I have a million different things I have to do.
No, I understand. It's all right.
I thought I turned it off. All right. Well, the silence.
Now that's not happening anymore.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was weird too. I'm like, you're going to drive all the way from, I mean, there's people that live far out there, and they're going to drive all the way to Independence to go pick up like a Blu-ray set. Like, you have 2 Blu-ray sets.
Well, yeah. A lot of people are hitting me up on the break. They're like, I still get Blu-rays. That's great. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, I mean, like, there's no, whatever.
I just think it's funny. Everything comes full circle, because there used to be people on the phone that used to tell me, oh, you guys just can't email it, or you guys can't mail it to me. I'm like, nope, it's our policy. You got to come pick it up. And now it's like, no, don't ever show your face here ever. Don't pull up. We'll mail it to you. We'll email it to you.
Well, even when we get like staff tickets, like general admission things or CADS tickets or whatever, they're like, all right, send us your non-iHeart email. And I'm like, I kind of like having the tickets sometimes. It's like a little memento.
Well, I always have to download a damn app.
Yes.
Every time we get something new, I'm like, sweet. You're like, okay, so all you got to do is download this app, put in your social security number, put in your bank account number.
And give it 1 drop of blood.
Right? I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I was locked out of...
promise of making your life easier through technology, Poundcake. That's what we've all been clamoring for. Now, the fewer hard tickets. I mean, I'm not 17, putting a scrapbook together.
Well, I don't like
the
hard
fewer
tickets.
hard tickets I have, the happier I am. I'm fine.
My hands get sweaty. I don't like them, because then...
Pardon me.
There's been
You
times...
heard him.
Said exactly what he said.
You know what he said.
There have been times where I've been waiting in line, and they're getting ready to swipe my ticket, and because my palms were sweaty, I was real nervous going to the concert or whatever.
He had mom's spaghetti on his sweater.
He gets as nervous as Eminem when Eminem's the one doing the rap battle. Poundcake just going into the venue.
Get in there and get settled.
I'm so sweaty.
I just want to get in there and get settled.
I'm nervous about the show. My hands are all sweaty.
And I'm watching, not even performing.
Yeah, right. There's zero.
I realize there's no pressure on me whatsoever, but my hands are still clammy.
I had a hard ticket, and the guy went to go swipe it, and the scanner wouldn't pick it up because
you had sweat all over your phone.
That happened it wasn't at the, I don't think I was seeing a concert. I was seeing some play at Playhouse Square. So it happened there, and then it happened at the airport when my physical hard ticket, I had it, and it was so wrinkly just in the time that I printed it out from, checking my luggage to going in line to, get on the plane. They're like, do you have it on your phone? I said, no, that's why I got the hard ticket. They're like, okay, well, we'll print you out a new one. What's wrong with it?
Well, that is a little different. I mean, boarding passes, they practically print them on toilet paper these days. They're so thin. So they can get really screwed up. But I'm talking about like hard cardboard tickets that you used to get back in the day.
I was going to say, mine looked, at the end of it, me holding it looked like I was making bacon or something. It was all greasy. You can see right through it. It looked like wax paper.
Bacon.
See, it looked like wax paper that he had in his armpits. Oh, this guy.
All right, you guys. I'm back in the...
My hands are all sweaty.
Making bacon.
Yeah, he is. If you listen to us on iHeartRadio, I was like, you're certainly under no obligation, but I was like when bureau chiefs apprised me of their relocation. Andy is a bureau chief in Bozeman, Montana, who is now in Monroe, North Carolina. So he moved to Monroe, North Carolina. He's working a gold mine in Kershaw, South Carolina.
Go through my joke notebooks.
That is, what's that? The gold mine. I call my moleskin the gold mine. What's happening?
I'm not listening to him.
Who?
Who do you think?
The guy outside the window?
Moleskin over here.
Oh, you should listen to Moleskin. He's got a gold mine of comedy. Justin listens in Prairieville, Louisiana. He's a former Pittsburgh bureau chief. Now he's in Prairieville, Louisiana. How do I get a sweet Alan Cox Show shirt? Well, you'd want to get in a time machine and go back to 2010. And there'd be all kinds of them. Lest we forget. Somebody else also wrote me, I think with, I don't know that this is something that we should sleep on. He sent me a letter and he said, it's from Patrick. I wonder if Perez Bilton would be interested in starting a line of condiments with me called Inside Sauces.
He would.
That's amazing.
Could be quite lucrative, just saying.
He would.
That's right. Also, if Mary has this stable of athletes that she'll be representing, she got off in a tear yesterday, by the way, if you weren't here,
I forgot about that.
where she offered herself out there. Mary, for those of you uninitiated to the show, she gives of herself so frequently. She sells photos of her feet.
Mm-hmm.
She offered herself to be management for high-level elite athletes. Mm-hmm. She'll only take 92% of their generous, very generous, 92%. And this person's wondering if this would be a new character called Stable Mare, which
stretch.
You threw your shoulder out with that one.
Yeah. I don't know about Stable Mare.
But I have to assume that you've gotten a lot of feedback from probably local athletes once they heard.
Yeah.
That, because every athlete sooner or later is looking to switch up their management. They think they're getting a raw deal, that their representation is not, representing them properly.
Maybe they're taking too large of a percentage.
Right.
Not me.
They're always complaining.
Marty in talks with a very, very high profile Cavs player.
Which one?
I can't tell you.
Anderson Varejao.
No.
Oh. Booby Gibson. LeBron James.
Googie Bibson.
Googie Bibson is coming over to say.
That guy doesn't play for the Cavs. He was supposed to help with the live stream tomorrow.
Googie Bibson?
Googie Bibson. All right, well, there's a lot of opportunities for people in professional sports to avail yourself, finally, of some representation you can be proud of in the Mary Santora.
Yeah, just follow me, shoot me an email, do whatever you need to do to get in contact. And honestly,
And
whatever
not on social
you
media,
need.
just follow her.
No, follow me on social media. Don't follow me here. I don't like that. Whatever representation you may need, I can figure it out. Whether you're a professional athlete or you're a fish. I'm a fish detective.
Fish detective.
Someone sent me an email of an old TV show that was fish cops. Oh my God, hold on, I gotta pull this up.
Is it a cartoon?
Yes.
Somebody
sent it to you too?
Well, there was an old comic book. It was actually in my collection. There was an old comic book called Fish Police.
That's what it was.
And they made a very short-lived television cartoon out of it. Because nobody read the comic book and nobody watched the cartoon. But I was interested because I thought that was a very funny and silly premise. But that Fish Police first issue, I think, was probably 1984 or something. Hi. Thank you for bringing me joy all these years in Cleveland. Love you guys. Oh, thanks. This is like the bye. We just got Love Actually'd out there on the window.
I like it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks, Leslie.
She's sweet, right?
Yeah.
She was at the Coxie Christmas years ago.
Yeah, she's a pal.
She the one that got engaged?
They're married now. A couple.
Coxie Christmas, they got engaged? In the performance studio?
No,
was
no,
that them?
No,
oh, okay.
That's not them. No. They got married last October, and then they had their reception a couple months ago, and I went to their reception, and Wimbles was there and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. The one with the husband that looks like Jesus?
Yes.
They're wrestling fans. We go to their house for wrestling events because Brian is a wrestling guy too.
You know, I might be getting into that wrestling stuff too because I'm rewatching those documentaries. I'm like, I kind of like this
Here it
stuff.
is, yeah. Fish police, carps and robbers.
Yeah. I assume it's on YouTube. You probably can't stream it anywhere.
It says swimming to CBS primetime this spring.
Yeah.
Hanna-Barbera.
I don't think anyone watched Fish Police, but somebody owned the intellectual property, and so they decided to make a cartoon about
There's
it.
like a guy, like a green fish in a detective suit, and then there's a sexy girl fish who's kind of like a mermaid, and there's a shark who has a martini. I'm guessing he's a bad guy. But yeah, someone sent me a bunch of pictures, and then this one, I don't know if the guy's name is Hairballs, the Fish Police. It's like this bad.
Oh yeah, is that the first issue? Because that might be the one I have. Yeah,
it's Fish Word or Fish Rap presents the Fish Police.
The Fish Police. Yeah,
$1.25.
Yeah, yeah. We're talking. I was like a sophomore in high school, so we're talking like 85, 86 around there.
That's crazy.
Nobody watched that cartoon. I think they showed maybe 2 or 3 episodes of it, and then they gave it the axe. But something to enjoy. There was an old.
What's the song? It's making me sleepy.
The song.
Hey, it's just making me
The sleepy song?
Sleepy?
Yeah, that song. Oh, I just fall right
the
asleep.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right. Eye of the Tiger?
Yeah, it's like
It's
a
making you
lullaby.
sleepy. Oh,
Yeah.
it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sleepy song. Was that a yawn?
That was a yawn.
That was your sleepy sound?
A sleepy sound yawn. That song just makes me so sleepy.
Your fake yawns made me actually yawn.
You're a very sympathetic person.
I know.
Something else I can help with.
No, Siri.
Is your watch telling you to start doing some more steps?
It said, is there anything else I can help with?
Your Siri's a dude?
Yeah. Should it not be?
Siri's a woman.
I don't know that I've ever
You're the
heard
one
of-
that's always worried about cheating.
You can pick the sex of your Siri.
That's just the Siri on my watch.
I don't know that I've ever heard a male voice for any of these assistants, whether it's Siri or the Alexa, or I've never heard a male voice.
And they're always British, too.
Hey, Siri, what's 100 plus 100?
She doesn't.
That
even
would be
know.
200.
She's
Sounds
so
like-
stupid.
Did you hear
she didn't
it?
even know 100
The
plus
whole
100.
point was so that you could hear him.
I heard him.
That's Cyril.
Cyril. There you go. Very good.
If you've ever seen the movie, was it Her? Where
With
Phoenix
Joaquin Phoenix.
falls in love with his Alexa,
smart
basically.
device.
I mean,
It's a Joker prequel, I think.
Yeah.
He gets really mad because his Alexa breaks up with him. And then he becomes Arthur Treacher, or whatever his name was in that.
That's the fish guy.
Yes. Fish and chips, Mary.
Yeah.
Alan, you almost said Fist Police, and that's a totally different show. That is true.
that one had a lot of viewers.
A lot of viewers.
Miami Vice.
The comic book, not so much.
Question. Since I'm not up there, I don't know, and I'm not on the street.
No.
When our show is not running, is WMMS playing on the streets at all time? At all times? Or
I have no idea. I didn't even think that the speakers were operational today.
That thing's operational.
I wasn't even aware that we were going to be out there. That puts a whole new veneer on what I need to present here. But
Because it wasn't that way at the beginning of the show.
No, I frankly, I don't want it.
Just imagine being...
If I have any sway in this scenario, I
Well,
would
you
prefer that the show not be broadcast out to Euclid.
Well, yeah, because then you can't talk smack about the people walking by.
Not about the people walking by.
That's what you were doing.
No. Well, that's not the point, though. Like, that's like,
You don't want someone getting jacked to a theme song?
I don't need somebody complaining about something that they heard in a public space.
Oh.
People tune into the show voluntarily.
Yeah, plus
It's involuntary if you walk by and hear something, and I don't need that hassle. Gesundheit.
Bless you.
You going to be okay over there? Are you going to make it?
Me? I'm just
Yeah.
getting some hand sanitizer out of my purse.
All right.
To keep the sneeze germs away. Came out of my mouth.
What do you mean you've never heard of it? What?
608.
Oh.
No, he was talking.
Alan, what do you mean?
It's different now, right?
No, I asked for that, and I was
that
rebuffed.
all of our mics are individual or whatever?
Yep.
They sold us a lot of promises.
Of course they did. At the beginning, I'll do this and this and this.
It's going to be automatic cameras that go to whoever's talking.
I think they were like, ooh, that's going to be hard to do. Okay.
Okay, in their defense, though, Cody spilled water all over everything 38 seconds into being
No,
in the
listen,
studio.
it's all good. I'm just saying we have to whatever. It's all good. Alan, what do you mean you've never heard a male voice for an assistant? What about your father?
Oh, yeah.
That's unfair.
Alan, this is your father speaking from the Alexa.
That's not my dad, by the way. I know people have tried to pass that off.
So it's your dad's voice from the Alexa.
It's not actually.
Alan, this is your father speaking from the Alexa.
I mean, that's not even what my dad sounded like. And trust me, I uploaded... This just goes to show you how far behind we are with artificial intelligence. People freaking out about AI, right? Is that I spent days uploading audio samples of my father's voice so that it could be integrated into my Alexa. And that's what it kicked back out at me.
Alan, this is your father speaking from the Alexa.
Sounds accurate to me.
You never heard my dad.
I did too. I met your dad.
At the wedding.
At the wedding. And that's exactly what he sounded like. He even said the word Alexa, so I can match it up. I have a perfect memory for old man voices.
Before I met your mother, I dated a woman named Alexa. Right. It was great. Alan, I watched 8 Mile for the first time to research seeing the Chili Peppers in Detroit, and I expected there to be rap battles every 15 or 20 minutes, but it never happened.
You want to talk about...
Why would you research for a show? What, Cody?
I was just going back to the whole public sex thing. That sex scene is like legendary.
Never saw 8 Mile.
It's a good one.
They had sex in like a steel mill. Like
the factory that he worked at.
Yeah. Still mill?
Yeah.
What's a still mill? Like, did it have 3 X's on a big jug with a tube coming out of it?
That's what they used to call a Kodak development.
A photo mat?
Yeah, a photo mat.
Yeah.
It's a still mill. We just do stills here.
Yeah, we bang in a photo mat.
You got a movie? You got a talkie picture?
A talking picture.
Yeah.
I just think B-Rabbit treated that girl with such class.
She's dead now, right, Brittany?
Her in a factory with no condom.
And licked his hand.
So classy. So classy.
They're trying to.
Piece of machinery.
It was like Brokeback Mountain in a still mill, Mary.
And then she had the nerve to come back. You are so good at it was so stupid. It was this.
But now she's passed away, and that's sad. I bet you know, Eminem, didn't he have a thing with her too because of that movie?
I don't.
Brittany Murphy? Oh, I thought he did.
I don't know, but it's
because people were like, "Oh, that was very, very."
She's grimy hot in that movie, though.
Yeah,
grimy hot.
You like
trashy
that?
hot.
Like girls who smoke like 2 packs of cigs before they even meet you, right?
Well, they were trying to convey the grittiness of Detroit, I assume, for people who have never been there.
D2 Roy. My girlfriend got me one of those Detroiters D2 Roy shirts. Very excited.
Oh,
no one's going to get it except for me, but
Detroiters. So good.
And now I must leave you as the Brady Bunch is on, and I find 4 of those children incredibly arousing. Get out of here.
Be careful of what you say. Be careful in every way. Be careful of what you do. Big Brother is watching you. Be circumspect and discreet. Stay light on your mental feet. One slip and you know you're through. Big Brother is watching you. Conform with all directives. Remember obedience pays. And when you watch that TV screen, remember it works both ways. You'll disappear in a wink unless you can double think. You'll vanish into the blue. Big Brother is watching you. Is watching you.